right, everybody, welcome to Sunday, October 25th. It is the WWE's Hell in a Cell pay per view. Now, this is your host, Joseph Skoldrin Knight from Skoldrin's Realm, and I am hosting tonight's HWR's coverage of this pay per view. I am with not only the boss of the HWR group, but one of my closest friends. He is the Southern Brother himself, the incomparable one, Lance Moss. Lance, how you doing? Ready for tonight?
Yeah, I got some home brew, so yes, I'm very much ready for this.
All right, and like I said, he is the boss of Hardcore Wrestling Radio, the warden that we answer to. He is the one and only Rick Head. Rick, welcome to the stream.
Thanks for having me, Joe. And tonight, they say Hell in a Cell was supposed to be the most, and I quote, demonic event of, in wrestling. But I'm sorry. Lately, over the past couple of years, they definitely watered down Hell in a Cell, but that's just my opinion.
Oh,
yep.
Absolutely. We have some incredible matches coming in. And speaking about coming in right now, we have Vicious Vixen coming in. And I'll be bringing her in shortly. Here she comes. Here she comes. Let's see if she's in. There she is.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is the Vicious Vixen from Kentucky's Own Wrestling, the one and only Zoe Nightshade. Zoe?
What's up? Why the hell did I turn my TV on and see Jeff Jarrett fucking sitting there?
I guess the welfare line, his welfare checks didn't cash or whatever, how it goes. And he needs a job.
I thought my TV broke for a minute. I was ready to freaking call Walmart and be like, why is my TV showing Jeff Jarrett? I think it's broken.
Well, you know what? There's going to be a lot of good matches. Well, supposedly good matches. And I say supposedly because I'm not all that believing that it's going to happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we got some matches to see tonight. We just saw first off in the kickoff match, we did see R-Truth retain his 24/7 championship over Drew Gulak. A little comedy in the beginning of it. It was really fun to watch. It was Drew Gulak actually like talking to little Jimmy and doing all these gestures, and then at the end, kicking little Jimmy into the third row. Lance, you saw that with me. What did you think?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Absolutely. It was something else. Let's go with you, Rick. You saw it as well. What did you think of that little skit that's going on with R-Truth and Gulak?
Well, we were talking about this before the show started, and although he really never got a lot of wins and stuff, or even got a lot of shots at the title, R-Truth is always, he's a great entertainer, and I hate to use that word. He can wrestle. We've seen him in the past do wrestling, not even in the WWE, but outside of the company. But when it comes to it, when you watch it, he's funny to watch. He's enjoyable to watch. So I hate to say it. Yes, he can wrestle, but he's also an entertainer, too. He has both those skills.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what the funny thing here is that he does have those wrestling skills, and we have to see in the back sometimes. We rarely get to see any of his true skills. And it's nice to finally see him getting a title, letting defend his title in a ring instead of backstage somewhere. So I'm all happy for that. I'm glad to see it. But we do have some title matches on the line tonight. We have, as you can see, the Universal Champion is going to be defending his title. Roman Reigns goes against his cousin, Jey Uso, not only in a Hell in a Cell match, but in a special stipulation. an I Quit match. So it's not just a regular. There's no pinning. There's no submitting. This is I Quit, and it means more to Roman Reigns because if Jay submits, he has to say he's part of this. He recognizes Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. Now we don't know where Jimmy stands in this, but it is going to be an interesting match. Then we go to the WWE Championship. It'll be Drew McIntyre defending his belt against Randy Orton in another Hell in a Cell match, which should be a good match. They had a great match at Clash of Champions. This is just another chapter. We're hoping that it holds up to the hype. And then finally, as you can see, all the constant video package that they have. It is Bayley defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Sasha Banks. God, I don't want to see these two. I mean, Sasha should leave wrestling. It's just she's just annoying to me, and I'm hoping that I don't have to see her anymore. Then we have Elias taking on Jeff Hardy. Otis versus The Miz, with the winner gets the Money in the Bank briefcase and contract. So those are matches to be interested. We should be seeing those. Hopefully it turns out great. Oh, man, this is going to be a long night, Lance.
Yep, and I hadn't even cracked open the jar yet.
Well, you're going to have to crack it open because we are starting our first match of the night. And we are actually waiting to see what match it is.
It looks like a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
It's Roman and Uso.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Yep.
For a curtain jerk?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, man. Now, everybody, you could listen to our commentary. Again, we are not streaming the pay-per-view. You can check it out in WWE Network. For Lance, how much?
$9.99.
Thank you. And you can tone down Michael Cole. You could tone down the commentators and tone us up because we're not going to be like kiss asses there. We will actually tell you the truth and how bad everything is. There they are, Michael Cole and Vanilla Ice himself, Corey Graves. But tone those
You should
down.
just get over with it, just like dye his hair blonde, bleach blonde.
Hey, he should join the R-Truth school of rapping, and maybe he can make some money from that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? This pay-per-view is sponsored by Skittles. I would have thought they would have been sponsored by Reese's Pieces because they do Halloween candies. So, go figure. But opening up...
One day before I die, I just want to freaking sit in a tree somewhere and throw Skittles at people passing by and screaming, "Taste the fucking rainbow."
Don't do
That's
that.
my to-do list. That's my bucket list before I die.
Yeah, right. And then
candy is cheapest the day after Halloween, so get a ladder and have some fun.
I think I will.
Right. Scared the shit out of a couple of people too. Hide in the freaking tree and hit them with it. And you see that asshole running around with a bucket going, "It's true! It does rain Skittles!" And then you'll take a closer look and it'll be Jeff Jarrett.
Well, guys, I know you all had a chance to talk about this past Friday on Four Corner Rants, but I did not have a chance to chime in.
Oh yes, Rick. Let's get your picks. You know what? Let's go again. We'll go through the matches, and you can do your picks because we did not have we have ours. We are ready for this. As we brung up on Friday, these matches are pretty predictable. We don't see any real big significance going on here. But let me get you right now, since they are doing the opener right now. Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso.
Excuse me. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Something tells me that his brother Jimmy's got to play a huge role. The Hell in a Cell is always supposed to be one of those situations where it's supposed to be finalized something. It's supposed to be the end of a storyline, or But unfortunately, it always seems to be now more of a kind of like a consequences, or a controversial. Sorry, excuse me. So something tells me one way or another that Reigns is going to walk away with it. I'm not saying it's going to be a clean win, but either way, he's walk away champion. He's not going to lose to his brother, who's never won a title.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, that's kind of the prediction we all said. There's no real thing that's going to happen here. Um, but let's move on to the other one. It is Drew McIntyre defending the WWE Championship against Randy Orton in a cage, regular Hell in a Cell cage.
Again, that's going to be an easy way to go. I'm saying right off the bat is that McIntyre's going to get the win. No questions asked on that one.
Okay. All right, and then we're going to go to the Women's Championship, SmackDown Women's title. It is Bayley defending against Sasha Banks. And again, why?
Yeah, again, I think right now, I've said it before for a while that McIntyre needs to hold on that title for a while. Obviously, the COVID situation really has not given them a chance to, the fans to watch them live. So they're trying to hold off of that even longer. What the fuck is with the goddamn whole tribal thing going now?
Well, that's the Samoan dynasty. That's why this is. I looked up on this, and this is exactly what they were talking about. This is what actually is the whole the thing with them. It is that it's kind of the Samoan faction, and they're gonna make it recognized that it is Roman. Like pretty much, there's gonna be a leader, a tribal chief. The whole
which is Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
They just have to give it a significance.
Well, see, that's the fucked up thing, though, is before all this happened, Roman Reigns, was just the big dog, and in all fairness, you look at the Usos before they did this whole, House of Penitentiary shit. They came out with a tribal, faction of that, personality.
Absolutely, they actually came out more, I would say, with a updated version of the Samoan gimmick, and it was fine for a while. It was like the Hot Cool and Tama, and that's what I still refer to them as. But yeah, that's what's going on. All right, Rick, real quick before this match begins, Jeff Hardy versus Elias.
Oh, that's gonna be easy. That's Hardy. You know what? I'm gonna just jump on the other side. Actually, I'm gonna say that for one reason or another, I'm gonna go with Elias.
Yep, the word has it he is gonna get a big push. Then finally, Rick, Otis, who really they haven't done crap with him, he has to put on his Money in the Bank contract briefcase on the line, and it is against The Miz. Now we all know The Miz is gonna have Morrison in his corner. Otis might have his former tag partner in his corner. What do you think?
Well, I know for a long time he was getting a huge push with him in the Mandy Rose storyline, but since she's moved over, is she on SmackDown?
Raw.
Raw, thank you. Okay. So honestly, I'm gonna say that's a crapshoot. Whatever happens, either way, I would like to say, I'd be shocked, but that one, it's a coin tosser for me.
All right. And again, now we're waiting here. I'm going to do a quick shout out. He posted a like on the HWR chat. And he also did a comment for you, Rick, regarding Jeff Jarrett. He is one of my members of the Nightmare Express from back in the day. He is Toxic Todd Mata. Todd, hope you're doing well. It's always a pleasure to see you, buddy. So let's go. You know what? Now the match is here. It is for the WWE Universal Championship. It is Roman Reigns taking on Jey Uso. What's really funny, Zoe, there's no Jimmy Uso at ringside.
I noticed that. I don't know if they're trying to further this storyline for maybe one brother to sit there and say, you know what, you couldn't get the job done. I'll get it done. Who knows? That could happen. I might be wrong. And you also forgot to mention, this is a first ever I Quit match inside of the Hell in a Cell.
Yep, absolutely. There is no pinfalls. There is no submissions. This is only I Quit. Lance, you know, Memphis has had their famous I Quit matches. The best one I think I remember from the old Jim Crockett promotions was for the United States Championship. Magnum TA taking on Tully Blanchard in a very, very bloody I Quit match. Do you
That's
remember?
true.
Do you remember any
That's actually
matches?
my favorite I Quit match. But
Really?
yeah, because I got it on a DVD. The first compilation they put out, WWF put out of it's like bloodiest steel cage things, like back in early 2000s. What I'm thinking, they never checked around underneath the ring. I'm thinking the other Uso might be under there.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the main question here is who is he in favor of? Because we have not heard Jimmy actually get involved in this. He has not talked about um this
Whoever's buying
situation.
the drinks.
Yeah, whoever's buying, as long as they don't drive, they should be fine.
Right. I mean, the only thing that we've really heard from the other USO is back whenever, the past match between Reigns and Jimmy J, whoever it is that's in there facing him right now. I can't tell them apart.
Jimmy
Anyway,
J.
he came out and he had pleaded with Roman to stop and threw in the towel for his brother.
Lance, I got a question for you. Why is who's that referee in there?
That's James.
Thank you, James. Get out of that cage and come on the show.
You
You
know,
damn brony.
I think Roman lost one of his wrist guards.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this match is
Because I put it, look, normally he wears those two
gloves.
black
Right?
wrist braces, right?
Yeah, he wears
Mm-hmm.
those little gloves that are
Yeah.
yeah. He only
Look
has
at his
one.
wrists.
Well, maybe he wants
One,
to
I
be
thought
Michael
that.
Jackson.
I
one's
thought
different
that.
color. He lost one of them.
Yeah. Well, I thought that gold one that he's wearing, I thought he was trying to like mimic that golden glove from that Avengers movie that I don't even remember the name of because I didn't care.
Yeah.
Just watched it with my husband.
Oh, he could be Michael Jackson. With the one
A
glove.
Samoan Michael Jackson. Jamon.
All right. Well, you know what? And I gotta say, both guys looking in phenomenal shape. Rick, uh, you know, I like the outfit that Jay is wearing. Even though it's a little bit like his current gimmick, but you can see it's a little bit of change. It's more. I think it portrays him more as a more serious worker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that because when they had that whole, House of Penitentiary or, gimmick, this, you really didn't want to take them serious. You just saw them as, again, like you said, a joke where these guys, it looks like, hey, I'm here to fight. I'm not here to be a gangster. I'm not here to get over the fans. I'm here to, win a title. And that's how it should be. If you don't want to win any kind of a title, you better be serious.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And Zoe, here's another thing too. Look at Roman Reigns' outfit. It's the contrast. And you can see like the one good guy and the one bad guy. One is wearing black, the other one's wearing white. You can tell like one is like light and dark in here. It's like good and
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Exactly. It makes you think a lot of, the Dark Angel versus the White Angel.
Absolutely. You know, and so far Roman, no surprise here, is really kind of unleashing on Jay. He's not. He's kind of just menacing him around the ring, and he's doing like little bit of things, impact moves. and he's just, I don't know, Lance, he's just like doing these little hits, walks away, kind of lets him, like, you know, pretty much just rest up, I guess.
It's methodical. He's slowly breaking him down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for a minute, Rick, I was gonna say maybe there was something wrong with Jay, that he's taking this slow pace, but Lance could be exactly
I
correct.
agree with Lance 100%. He's
Because we
stalking his
got
prey.
5 matches in 3 hours to kill. They
Yeah.
need to stretch some shit.
It might
Well,
not be 3 hours.
Not only that, but every time he does something to Uso, he, smack talks a little bit. He's like, I told you, and try and tell him, come on, man. Just stalling for time, which honestly, like you guys said, 5 matches, 3 hours, you have to stall a whole lot of time throughout the show.
Yeah. And again, it's, I guess it's also a Roman's trying to be like, please, I'm trying to help you. Don't make me do this. Where he's trying to come across on both where he's like trying to show merciful, but also wants to be merciless all at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely. Yeah. Jay is now getting the offense. He leaps outside and crashes into Roman Reigns, who tastes that red steel, that chain link fence. And let me tell you something. No, it is chain link fence, but if you hit on it, especially at a really fast pace, that really hurts.
Yeah, it does.
But here's the thing. I had the problem I have with this is supposed to be like a I quit match.
Yes.
And yet it's in a Hell in a Cell. I think they're doing Hell in a Cell matches just for the simple fact of saying, hey, it's in a Hell in a Cell match. These matches used to mean something to me.
Yeah.
They actually, now it's just another match. It's all it really is. It's just a glorified cage match with a little extra room.
And I agree with you. Used to, with the Hell in a Cell, you were expecting tons and tons of pain and punishment from the opponents. But, now you're just like, oh, it's another match. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like the World Heavyweight Championship. You would have thought that's a belt that should be going on main event. And look at this belt, which is the Universal Championship, which is kind of the Raw or SmackDown Championship, whichever. I don't even know. I think it's the Raw Championship.
Yeah.
No, SmackDown.
SmackDown.
What's up?
SmackDown.
It's SmackDown right now.
Okay, so it is the SmackDown rendition of the World Championship, and it's being put first, which shows me that this might be something that they say, okay, Bayley versus Sasha is going to be the main event, which I don't want to see, and it's nothing against women wrestling at all, but out of respect, the world title should be the main event. So, looks like they got spear by Roman Reigns on Jey Uso, who both have been, while we were talking, they were going back and forth outside. Now they're back in. It's now becoming a little bit of equal, but it looks like, I think, Rick, Roman hurt his arm.
Not sure. Actually,
He's
no, not for what if he is, he's not selling it. He's not.
Well, he was rubbing it before, but now he seems to be better. Zoe, Roman Reigns always strikes me as the Samoan version of Edge.
He does to me too. But is it bad that the whole time I'm watching this, all I'm thinking about is how bad did it hurt for them to tattoo that shit around their nipples?
Well, Zoe, you can always find out and let us know.
I'm good. If I ever see somebody with a tattoo on their nipple, I'll let you know. I did know one guy, he had his one nipple pierced. And he did a match, and accidentally, the guy there was a botch or something, and he pulled that fucking nipple ring out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh.
You know what? Actually, I want to go back to real quick what you said. We were talking about how this title should have been on the main event.
Mm-hmm.
But, as we said, it was the Universal title. It's not the WWE title. So therefore, I guess that would mean that Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton are we're going to be in the Hell in a Cell. Should be the last match. So I'm hoping that will truly be the match of the night. I'm hoping. But
what I would have done, and this is just me, okay? What I would have done is I would have done the Otis and Miz first, do the women's championship second, do Elias and Jeff Hardy, and then do the Universal and the WWE championship as pre-main event and main event.
Well, you know what? I'll even take it a little bit. I would have done the Otis match first, then put Jeff Hardy versus Elias second, then start doing the Hell in a Cell matches, so they don't have to actually raise and lower the cage.
Well, I agree with you, Joe, but I have to disagree with you. Only because we've said it before time and time again. When it comes to matches or shows, you want that kind of high and low, that roller coaster feel. You don't want to have all the bottom matches like, at the beginning, and then when you try to get to the big match, by the time you've already watched so many Hell in a Cell matches, it doesn't matter. So for me, that makes sense that why they have one Hell in a Cell to start, then maybe have a second one or not so big match for the second one, and then have, like I said, your main title for the top. Have they announced any other matches, or are we still at just the 5 that we've announced?
I think it's just the 5.
I think so too.
Oh. What happened? Hold on. I think he fucked up his arm.
Probably did.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, he had.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just wondering why they haven't, you quit, ask him rep. Usually they did it with the microphone.
Well, I think now where this, there's not so much of a crowd, you can easily hear them. Mm-hmm. That's my guess. Either that or WWE's like, oh well,
yeah,
just just say hey, ask him if he quits, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's just there's a little bit of a distortion on the mic that adds just a little something to it when a dude's just screaming, I quit!
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Oh, strap.
Yeah.
Sorry, Roman.
Look how high the cage is. They're not going to be climbing that.
Right.
Oh, not first match at least.
Yeah, Paul Heyman's out there praying.
Yeah. Well, I hope they use the top of the cage at some point, or at least climb around the cage, and
Mm-hmm.
I would not expect anybody to get thrown off that thing.
No.
That's the highest cage I've seen yet.
Oh God. Ow. Oh, I felt that.
You just saw Roman go, God damn it.
Yep. Woo! Damn.
All right. What does he have?
He has a leather strap.
Oh, you found that underneath there? Somebody's been kinky.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a strap. It almost looks
like an ace bandage.
Yeah, but a leather ace bandage, if that's even a thing.
Well, Jay's got to put all the stops out. I'd rather have him pulling the stops here besides being pulled over. Getting stopped.
Speaking of that,
Teddy Hart. By the way, Rick, Teddy Hart was arrested in
Who?
Texas. Teddy Hart, Natalia's
No shit.
husband. Yep. Now the
Huh.
story is sketchy, but
Wait, whose husband?
Natalia's.
No. Teddy Hart is not Natty's husband. I think it's like her cousin or something.
No,
No.
I'm like Teddy Hart. I'm like, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he got arrested in Texas. He had an outstanding warrant. Apparently, he attacked either an old man or a disabled individual, and they had a warrant for him. And
You're kidding me.
And they finally caught him in Texas. I guess he was traveling from one show to another, and that was it. So, you know, Jay's having those flashbacks when he was at home when he was a kid and he did something bad, and his
No
mom used to
officer.
whip him.
No officer.
Yeah, right.
Oh, come on, don't put me in cuffs.
Well, apparently
That's
what's
Jay's
happening
job.
now.
Well, maybe Naomi can.
Oh man.
Okay, apparently this also turned into an Indian strap match.
Wouldn't that be a Samoan
strap match?
I don't know if Samoans do strap matches.
Oh.
They do now.
Yeah.
Ow.
No, I don't need those strap matches.
Yeah, you know, and you can see Roman like, I don't really want to beat him up, but it seems so much fun.
I know we talked about doing this as kids, but well, it's gonna suck to be on your end.
And again, you know, what's funny here is, you know, you have Paul. You don't have Paul Heyman at ringside. Oh, yes, he is. He's outside the cage.
He was out there praying a minute ago.
Yeah, you know, Paul should bring out the old cell phone now and pull Paulie Dangerous and call someone. Maybe call Jimmy. Say, Jimmy,
You know,
come get your brother.
I'm kind of wondering, since they're doing a lot with this leather strap, I wonder if WWE would consider bringing back a strap match.
You know, something tells me that WWE, or at least Vince McMahon, would not consider something like that. It's, you know,
so
I agree. It's matches like that should be brought back, but Vince, unfortunately, by his standards, nope, it's not my idea. Shouldn't happen.
too violent.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, get your shit right. Get your shit right, Jay.
Well, apparently both guys are doing really well here.
Oh, come on, get that strap around the right way. He was like 15 times.
Hey.
I think even Roman was like, seriously, dog?
Hey, come on, bro.
Hey, there you go.
Roman's like, okay, I'm not Naomi. Knock it off.
Yeah,
Kinky.
I feel it on my lower.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
I,
That is the worst strap job I've seen.
Yeah.
Even Vince should look at him like, okay, I quit because you're obviously not doing the job right.
I'm finally not in the position of being whipped. Now I got you in that position instead of Naomi putting me in that position. How many times do I tell you, stop getting arrested? Oh, Roman's knocked out.
And like a zombie, he came back to life real fast.
Was he an Undertaker?
Jesus. Mummy.
I'm sorry, but this is just cracking me up right now. Roman will wake up here in just a second, I guarantee. What?
Jay, how are you supposed to make him say, I quit? I quit. Okay, he did it. Jay, that was you. No, it wasn't. It was him. Listen, I quit. Okay.
Jay is like,
Yeah, that's the reference I said right there. You have to make him quit. He didn't quit.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Jay to do something to him. Be like, why won't you just die?
Yeah.
Jesus, right? And again, everybody, you can check us out on HWR chat room in the group section on Facebook. You're also listening on my Scoldrins Realm page, which is on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So make sure you come down to the HWR chat room and join in the fun and be part of it. Send us your comments, your opinions, and if you're watching the pay per view, let us know so we can give you a big shout out. As of right now, this seems, you know. Edgar's Gaming, thank you for liking the stream. Thank
Thank
very
you,
much,
Edgar.
buddy.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
And whoa, there you go.
Sure.
Whoa, Roman with, I think, who is it? Who somebody's? Wasn't it somebody's AJ Lee's finisher? Or
No. That's not the Black Widow.
No, that's
Was just a straight up guillotine.
yeah, it's a guillotine
Jesus.
lock. And you know what, Joe? With all this in mind, and it would show that Roman Reigns should be able to use some of these moves in his repertoire as the submission matches.
Absolutely.
You know.
I hate the cookie cutter moves that they give them. It's like, okay, you're limited to these moves. That shouldn't be. You should be out there. Okay, you should copy each other's finishers. That's what makes the other person, special. But show some skills. Do some more stuff.
Mhm.
Well, again, this goes back to WWE's cookie cutting. Used. WWE doesn't know how to say, hey, why don't we add these extra moves in and make them, where they can do these certain moves and make them a better skill set. But when it comes to WWE, they just don't know. They don't want to do that, or they just simply don't know how to add that in. That's Vince for you.
Yeah, well, I gotta say this. It's a good thing that they pulled away from the traditional Samoan gimmicks, which is having them eat fish and wearing the grass skirts like Sika used to do in Alpha.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Roman was going to want to dress up like his dad.
Nah. Yeah, Paul Heyman, he's been kind of quiet through this. I'm not used to that.
Well, there's nothing he can really do. He can only scream into.
Exactly. I'm used to hearing him scream go on. Smack pop. Nothing in my face. Like, I'm just here to get paid. I don't care.
Roman, use the damn cage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think in a way, I think in a way here, him just being put with Roman is just to elevate him a little bit more, but really he hasn't done much to do anything with Paul. I not like in a Brock Lesnar type deal, but he just said something to Paul, and Paul just shook his head. I guess he's going to do something here to Jay that's going to probably end this soon, because this has been a decent back and forth match, everybody, but there's nothing to write home about. This ain't Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, or Undertaker, Mankind.
Bye.
Yeah, ain't none compared to those two.
Well, I think when it comes to Paul Heyman, they don't want to make Reigns like another Brock Lesnar. That would be a mistake. So I think for right now, as he says, he's not really an advocate, but he's more. I forget what the term they actually use the name for him, but
like a corner man, basically the advisor.
Exactly, he's an advisor. Where Brock Lesnar, he didn't speak at all. Roman Reigns can speak for himself and everything else. So it's So I think they want a completely different chemistry between Reigns and Heyman.
Yeah, Zoe, what did you think of that baseball slide on the ring apron? Talking about landing on that side apron.
Dude, anytime anybody does a move and lands on that fucking apron,
Oh, this is not going to look good.
it's me to watch.
This is fitting to be bad.
And it's, let me tell you, that part that Roman landed on is the hardest part of the ring. That's the actual beam connect. You know, and here's the thing, you know, Roman is. I like this version of Roman. He is methodical. He is purposely slow, and he's like he really doesn't want to hurt his kin, but he wants to make a statement. Oh God! Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ah. You know, Lance, that you know that looks freaking that looked painful if it was full force.
Yeah. Well, you know, Roman's going, brother, give up.
What do I have to do to destroy him? You know, Rick, I'm gonna ask this question, and this is more cosmetic issue. Don't you think the ring it was better? The cage was better black than this red.
Absolutely. This whole red thing, you know, that's a Vince McMahon idea, and it looks silly. It goes back to what I was saying before about how they have pretty much, you know, taken the Hell in a Cell and they made it look weak and lame. You know, it's, I hate to say the word, campy. Oh, shit!
Hey,
Yeah.
he's got James.
Damn.
Wait, no, we need him on. Oh, never mind. Thank you, Marie Folkart, for liking the stream as well, following. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Marie.
Wait, how did that other referee get in there?
What the fuck?
The door's open now. So now the door's open.
Okay, so the door is open, so Jimmy can come in.
Oh, God. Wait a minute, hold on. It's a Hell in a Cell. Everybody say it's hell to stop. Really?
What?
Are you kidding me? This is what I'm talking about.
Damn, they figured us out of a really good I Quit match.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
This is bullshit. Oh,
shit. Hold on now. For everybody needs to understand what's going on. Basically, the Roman Reigns threw referee against the cage, and Jimmy started moving. So they, wait a minute, he closed the cage again.
Oh, that would have backfired. If Reigns did not move right, he would have gotten that right in the face, flush.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, Jay did not give up. He's knocked out.
It's Hell in a Cell.
And
this is not a regular match.
There's tons of people in here. There's producers. There's Pierce in here. There's Noble. There's a couple other people, referees. They're trying to end this thing. Well, Roman just closed the cage door, brung the ring steps in. Roman, do us all a favor. Use the steps on his balls. I bet Naomi will be happy with that.
I mean, you know, we've seen worse matches, last man standing, everything else, and still nothing. You know, and we have these guys around as if, like, you know, this is silly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is why I watch AEW, folks, for those who are listening. Because this is bullshit. You know, I try to get it to keep, you know, like, I hope that WWE gets their shit together. And they just don't know how to do it.
This reminds me of the last Hell in a Cell pay-per-view where they fucking quit the match between The Fiend and Seth Rollins.
Well, you know, the funny thing here is, I don't know what Roman's thinking. He could. It's not like it's really putting pressure.
He's just sitting down on this, say, hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, we just have to sit here and just wait for a few minutes. No, nobody's really looking. Nobody's really caring. I'm getting paid anyway.
Jimmy.
Hey, it's Ortiz. I mean, oh, sorry, it's Jimmy. Jimmy, just say okay. Now,
Watch this shit. Watch.
Yeah.
Watch Jimmy attack him.
Oh, something's gonna go down.
He says, Jay, it's me. I'm sorry, officer. I didn't mean it. Oh, okay, it's you.
What do you want, Muse? What do you want? What do you want from Muse? What?
Yeah. The drugs are underneath the seat. I'm sorry. So that's where you hit it, you bastard. And you told me the police told you to dump it out. Okay, come on, Jimmy, get in there. Jimmy Uso,
Wow.
everybody, is in the cage now, and he's talking to Roman Reigns. Roman's looking like he's breaking down, about to cry. They're playing it really well. You know what, Rick? I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't be surprised that Roman snaps and probably beats the shit out of both of them, but attacks Heyman for putting him to this. And kind of,
It's a possibility. I didn't see it that way, but I don't know. I still think to do that, it would kill whatever push he's getting right now. So I doubt that.
Well, he's crying here, legitimately crying. So
Okay.
he's a very good actor.
So
No, I think it's the other way. I think he's like he realizes he has to keep on going forward. That's why he's like, it's killing him. He's gonna. Nope.
Well, see, whenever I muted myself just now, I turned the TV up, and Roman is just like crying, saying, "I'm so sorry." And then he said, "I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm scared of myself."
Well, and he's gonna have to blame Paul Heyman. He's gonna probably attack Heyman, and they'll say it's the. Oh, there you go! Hooray!
Trying to shake his brother, like, "Wake up and help me, stupid!"
Yeah, dude.
Sober up, you.
Oh no! Really? Really?
Well, say I quit.
That's how they get it. Oh, that's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that was the only way it was gonna end.
It could have done worse. It could have ended in a DQ.
No.
All right, guys. I'm calling it right here. Hokey kabuki-ish shit ending.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which was
Exactly.
which is predictable. I'm sorry. But go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, this was just another like hokey ending. Joe, perfect. You couldn't have said it any better.
It's what we call in the business, at least in my day, kabuki-ish.
Yeah. Kabuki Warrior.
No, the Great Kabuki from World Class.
I was trying to be funny, but okay. Yeah, it just, we knew something was gonna have to end. It wasn't gonna be like, a one-way ending or a quick win. I don't know, Joe. Why do they have these fucking stupid things, work out the way they do when everybody knows that it's not gonna be a clean win? There's always gonna be, I don't get it. I never did.
Well, you know what? They're trying to cement him as the ideal bad guy, but I think also, if I was Roman right now, I would turn against Heyman because it makes it seem like Heyman is using Roman. Right now, Heyman is smart to pull away. This is not like Brock Lesnar. This is like a totally different Roman Reigns. And now it's like if Roman is smart, he holds his hand and pulls them both up and say, "Join me now."
Nope. Not yet. Somewhere down the line, yes. Right now, he needs to cement this, this gimmick as, as a tribal chief. Maybe somewhere, I'd say, year, 2 years, depending on how successful the gimmick storyline is. Reigns has to stay the heel.
Oh, no. Guarantee he should stay the heel. But he just put it like he is now the tribal chief. The storyline is now pretty much done. At least when it comes to the tribal chief. Now both of them, they have to, now they have to actually, follow his lead. Because this is the whole story base. The whole story stable base is that he's vying to lead the Samoan dynasty. And in
Oh,
this,
well. Oh,
see, oh my God, who let the old ladies in the building? Oh, I'm sorry, Seeker Alpha.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Damn, Roman looks a lot like his daddy.
yeah. Well, and you know what? Uh, I think what they did here is, see, this is the Samoan thing, and now it's like, look, here comes the lay. Yep. Now he is. Remember, he's also related to the big chief Peter Maivia. So that's why the whole lay and all this stuff and the Samoan dynasty thing is, you know, this is what you're looking at now. These guys have to be. They basically changed the tribal leadership from I would say the Rock basically to him, and now the
They
Uso.
passed the torch.
Right. So now he is the leader of the family. Like I said,
Well,
this is my prediction. I see eventually a WrestleMania between him and The Rock. And this is the only way it's going to cement Roman Reigns if he pins The Rock. Rick, what about you? What do you think?
well, again, this is something that Reigns needed to get that big push, and there was rumors, so I'm not sure if it's true or not, where that Roman Reigns will face The Rock at like a SummerSlam. Not SummerSlam, I'm sorry, WrestleMania. Um,
mm,
I'm not sure if that's too far from the truth. I think it's going to all come down to what's going to go on with COVID. They're not, The Rock's not going to come in just to, wrestle in front of a huge screen of people. He's going to want to be in front of a large crowd.
Oh, absolutely. Well, basically, also is The Rock is going to be if you pay him enough, he'll show up to whatever. But it is obvious here. The winner is Roman Reigns. Lance, what did you think of this? What did you think of this match?
I've seen worse matches, but not by far. I mean, let's face it, you didn't have it end in a disqualification or just a straight stoppage, so it's better than the one where Brock came in and disqualified somebody or really just threw the match out. But other than that, every other Hell in a Cell match was better.
Zoe, what is your opinion on this match? We saw it kind of back and forth, and it's now over. So, what do you think?
I expect a lot more out of it. It wasn't the worst, but it could have been so much better. I give it a B minus.
All right. Well, this is one of the big matches out of the way, and again, you know what we saw here was it took. We did predict Jimmy was going to get involved in this match, and he did, and it took him being almost choked out for his brother to say, "Okay, okay, I quit, let him go." Um, again, no brainer here. We saw also the famous family, Alpha and Sika, come out. They gave him, you know, the nod and put the Lao around his neck. Um, again, that is passing the torch. That is um, pretty much giving him that. Hey, you know what? Here it is. This is what we're going to do. And so it's again, we'll see how it goes. So we're waiting now, and I guess they're still talking about the USO match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, uh, why? It's over
Now,
with. Go ahead,
now
Rick.
keep in mind that took almost a damn hour.
Tomorrow,
Wow.
I'll never get back in my life.
Wow, you are damn. You are correct. I did not think it was that long until you said that.
Well, again, as we all said before, it was very methodical at the beginning. It was slow. it wasn't really a lot of impact high spots. It was just kind of like Reigns would get his spots, hunt him down, stalk him for a little bit.
You know what?
Bad.
I gotta say, I gotta improve my rating of that one because it did not have me looking like, when the hell is this son of a bitch over? So I gotta give it probably a C. I gotta give it a C.
All right. Well, now this looks like it's going to be the next match. It's going to be Elias versus Jeff Hardy. I was about to say Jeff Jarrett, and boy, would I have loved to see Elias break the guitar with Jeff head.
Oh God, yes.
The hard way, not with a gimmick one. But
it ain't that hard to break an actual acoustic over somebody's head.
Nope, I've seen it.
Now electric, you're gonna kill somebody.
Oh
yeah.
Oh hell yeah. But
yeah, the kill them or leave them paralyzed, one or two.
One of the things I gotta say, it is, we're seeing this match right now, and this is gonna be starting soon. So Elias is now in the ring. He has a nice, beautiful guitar. Lance, you know what? You're the guitar guru. What kind of guitar is that?
That's a Fender acoustic.
All right. Anything you can tell us about it?
It's a hollow body with possibly some acoustic Actually, it is a semi-acoustic because I see a wire there. But other than that, it's an acoustic guitar made by Fender.
All right. And it looks like something that's written on the neck of it, or right at the tip.
That's the headstock. It just says Fender.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Rick, go ahead. You were saying?
I was gonna say this is just another time burner. It's clearly WWE has, they could not set up a plan for this event. And this is again another big issue I have with WWE, because you look at AEW, they wait 2 or 3 months for to set up a pay-per-view, and even though they still have these huge matches in between, they still can, when they have a match. Oh God, sorry guys, I'm losing it a little bit here.
So we just saw that last match, so we probably all losing it a bit.
Yeah.
But when AEW has their pay-per-views, it's a top-notch show. WWE doesn't have that time to stop and say, hey, you know what, let's, spread this out a little bit and let's build up a match. Let's build the show up. And that's what happens, when you have a show, and especially somebody like Vince McMahon who wants to change his mind every 5 fucking seconds. Take that time, make it a worthy show. Otherwise, what's the fucking point if you're just going to keep on changing shit and then, you only have like 4 or 5 matches, and so far the first match wasn't even that great.
Yeah.
Well, the hell of a Sun match. So.
Something that kind of disappointed me a little bit about this whole card? Okay. Well, this is basically their Halloween month show, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Their main scary monster, give people nightmares, dreams, nightmares and stuff, is Bray Wyatt, or is the Fiend. Okay. He's nowhere to be found on this son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's very true.
The only thing I can think of is, unless if they have they bring him in the last minute.
Does Retribution have a match on the card?
Nope.
Oh, I was going to say that'll probably be when the thing comes out. After what happened on Monday.
Yeah.
Well,
you would figure.
Well, again, there's a lot of matches that are missing on here, and I think they don't want to. I would say they just don't want to do something where they. I guess they didn't.
They don't want to put the effort in.
Thank you, Rick. You said it better than I did.
Yeah, it's just that simple. Again, they figure out, you know what, we're WWE. Fans are gonna follow us blindly, so fuck them if they don't like it.
You know, it might be this, and hear me out on this one, especially after what that first how long that first Hell in a Cell match was. Maybe all the Hell in a Cell matches are going to go long as a son of a bitch.
I called that Friday.
Yeah, that could be, again, that could be another thing. That could be why they're stretching this. So this is now the Jeff Hardy versus Elias match. And again, the story here is that Elias blames Jeff Hardy for running him over. Maybe Jeff was under a lot of medication and hit. Um, and then past week, Elias used the guitar and knocked out Jeff Hardy, and then Jeff kind of retributed back. So now it's kind of swinging back and forth. This is kind of their first match since Elias came back. This first in the series, hopefully the last of the series. But if you want to take it, Rick, there is a story that Elias is getting a big push.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anything about that offhand. I've been saying for a long time that Elias deserved a push. Before this whole COVID thing, when he was doing that "Who Wants to Walk with Elias" in the middle of the ring, and the fans were going with him, and for some reason WWE said, you know what, it's working, so they decided to just cut it loose. Why? I have no idea. Some would say that it wasn't working, or at least people in the back said, it's not working. That's not what we wanted. Um, the rumors as to whether he's getting the push or not, does he deserve one? He has definitely potential to be a great wrestler. But whether he's going to get that push or not, honestly, you guys would know better than I would.
Yeah. You know what I'm actually wondering? How badly his mom yelled at him when he turned her curtains into his tank top.
No kidding, huh?
Well, either that or
and I like Elias, but damn, son.
Either that or used her nightgown and stretched it out. Well, Elias going straight out here. He's definitely putting in an effort. You know what? This is kind of his first match, I guess, return back. And let's see how well he is. Elias was always gifted, Zoe. He kind of reminded me of the Honky Tonk Man mixed with the Macho Man.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he is great on the mic. He's great in the ring, and I don't care if he stole his grandmother's curtains or what. I'd still screw his brains out.
Gee, I think Dean Ambrose is going to get a little jealous.
Well, we won't know.
No, won't she? He'd get a three. Yeah, she'd have a three-way.
You know what's bad is I have the same exact pair of jeans that he's wearing.
I haven't had a pair of jeans like that since I was a teenager.
Oh. I mean, it's about time that Elias does get a push. He's great. He's over with the fans. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He's good on the mic. He's good in the ring. He knows what he's doing. Give him a shot there in Continental Championship, U.S. Championships. Put some sort of belt other than the 24/7 belt on this man.
I agree. Aside from the has he won a title aside from the 24/7? I know he hasn't won any world title or but has he won
I think he won the Intercontinental title.
He's competed for titles, but he has only really held the 24/7 championship.
All right, time for the Wikipedia. All right, in WWE, he has not won a championship except for the 24/7 four times. In the indie circuit, he won the IWC Super Indie Championship and IWC World, their version of a heavyweight title. And this is the International Wrestling Cartel. So, no, he has not won any official title.
And again, you can just tell that's just another example of of WWE's, overlooked talent.
Well, it's probably because he refuses to suck Vince's dick.
Pretty
You could possibly say that, but even still, I think it's, even if he was going to go down that road, Vince is going to say, hey, you know what? I want you to open your mouth first.
Come on, pal, open your mouth.
Exactly. But, we may use that joke, but at the end of the day, Vince is going to have to be interested in you. If he doesn't see any interest in you, it doesn't matter how many times you want to suck him off.
Well, I mean, not too long ago, Elias was getting pushes. He got to do the Money in the Bank. He did a couple of Battle Royals for #1 contendership to get the Universal Championship. He's had, those opportunities given to him, and he did great, but they just decided, hell, no, we'll just keep the belt on this person. Sorry.
Well, and you know what, guys? It's also about how much of an attention span Vince has.
Over.
Hey, for me yet. You're ahead of me.
Wow, you're really super ahead of me. I might have to reset.
Yep.
Oh, now it's over.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I don't know how would you put this, but it is over. It is by disqualification. Elias, Jeff Hardy took Elias's guitar and smashed it.
They gimmicked the piss out of that.
And you know what that means, right? The next match is going to be a guitar swinging match or something like that.
It's going
to be a gimmick match.
Because normally in them guitars there's like bracing. That was just about 3 pieces of plywood.
Yeah, it smashed way too easily.
Again, you know what? This is it.
Oh well. Well, now maybe they'll let this storyline die.
No, there'll be another match.
Damn it!
I guarantee it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Now, next match is going to be the Survivor Series, right?
The pay-per-view, yes. The pay-per-view will be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, next pay-per-view, So, I saw this. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Again, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, this is the People's Court.
Hey.
This is long.
And there's Jake the Milkman Milligan. Otis is as entertaining as fucking a bowl of milk.
I gotta disagree with you on that one, Joe.
Well, you know what? I understand to a point, where it was funny when they had Mandy Rose because he was acting that kind of silly kind of character, which definitely started giving the push. But unfortunately, it kind of left his tag team partner behind, Tucker. So now I know they're technically still a tag team, but
Hello.
I don't know what really to make the whole thing. I just they seem to be killing the tag team division off again. At least that's from what I've seen, Joe. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, and again, it's a shame because they really don't have tag teams.
I'll check on.
I think right now what they need to do is literally go and merge the tag titles and have all the teams.
Yeah, we're HWR right now.
Yeah.
All right, how far out? You got anything I need to bring up?
So I think first personally, I think they should just merge all the tag titles into one thing and just say, okay, you know what?
Keep
Oh,
the prime tag teams and
keep,
split whatever you have.
yeah, and just put everybody together, and that's it. You know, again,
Well,
I don't know. It is weird, but
Yeah.
well, that's what happens when you have too many titles.
yeah,
What they want to do is they want to give everybody a title so everybody can feel special, and the rest, I don't know. It's just when you have only X amount of titles, that says, hey, this is who's the best. This is who they are on the top. You want to get up there, you got to fight for it. You know, you want to get to the next level where, I don't know. It just the more and more I watch WWE, the more and more I just become disgusted with it. You know, um, it
it,
just shows that
they
they're comfortable. They're complacent.
yeah, they really, I think at this point right now, they don't have any ideas on what to do. Um, again, it's a really hard, it's a really hard thing for them to do. I think basically they need to cancel all their, um, like merge the titles, cancel the two different belts, and just make the tag teams all in one roster, like they have the women's tag titles. So that will solve the problems. But oh god, like this is this is bad on all in all parts.
Uh, Again, the big issue is again, you come back down to Vince McMahon. Vince is one of those guys. Just even though I'll say what 40 to 50% of the roster isn't even being used, he's still afraid to let him go because God forbid they might go somewhere else and make another company if are even more popular. But uh, I don't know why he's so scared of. I
Well,
just don't get it.
now it's because the reason the man's scared now is because now there is an alternative out there. Now there is another company that has the backings. So now there
I
could
agree.
be something.
Um,
So I
but
don't know.
if that was the case, all they had to do is say, "Hey, let's step up our game." But I don't think he knows how to. It's not like it was 30 or 40 years ago where Vince. It was a smaller company, much smaller roster where Vince had control of everything. He worked on the matches. He was on hand with the matches. He was on, with control, with the production. He was even the commentating. He did have his hands in everything. Now it seems where you have what, like, uh, 10 to 12 different people doing creative, and he has to say, okay, yeah, no, I don't like this. Oh yeah, this one sucks. Oh, I like this, and then tomorrow he changes it.
Well, look what you just said. The time period. It's like 10 years ago, he had a very deep roster. And right now,
I don't know about that. That was flat in the middle of the PG era, and we all remember how that
all
sucked.
right. Well, let's look at the Attitude Era. I would say the
Okay.
Attitude Era was the only uh, time period where they had great talkers. The crowds were into it and all that. Ever since the the main roster guys retired and are long gone, The Rock is gone. The Undertaker's done. Stone Cold can't wrestle anymore. You know, uh, DX is done.
Cena.
Cena is gone. You know,
I'm hearing contradicting.
Yeah, but he's not a full time.
yeah, but look at and The Rock is done. Mankind is gone. Kane is a shallow. He's pretty much
Kane's
gone.
in running Knoxville.
Yeah. So again, when you look at that, when you look at all of that, it's basically it is all the best guys he has are done. It's people who can captivate are done. Then you look what you got now. They had to bring the Miz back. Who Miz really at this point in his career doesn't need to wrestle. You know, he's got a TV show, he's got a family, he's got money. Him and his wife do other things. So it's just a matter of nostalgia. Same thing with Morrison. Morrison is another guy who's, okay, he never made it to the high levels, but he had his times and he did stuff. And now he's pretty much moved. He's another guy who would basically could move on and nobody would give a damn. You know, but look, those two guys really don't need to be there. And then you look what's in the ring now. You got a guy who's the copy of Jake the Milkman Milligan from the AWA. Granted, he could be a funny guy, funny, ha ha, but not all the time funny makes money. And it's like they once said, I think one of the commentators said, even the Miz said, and even though he did it as a heelish type thing, this guy is never going to be the face of the company. You look at the other stars that are in there. The other stars that are in there, they are not worthy enough to make it to carry the company. That's why they always keep bringing back the nostalgia. Guys, look at Goldberg. Make fun of what you will. Goldberg was a part of the WCW during the heydays, and fans were tuning in, and fans were behind him.
No, they weren't for like 6 months because they started having to pipe in the Goldberg chant because the fans were chanting Goldberg sucks. Within 6 months of him debuting.
Here, but not in WCW.
No, in WCW.
No.
And then he did a job to a limousine, which took him out of that match that he was booking into.
Oh, yeah. But then, like I said, look at the people they have here. Maybe Zoe, I don't know, maybe you could chime in. I just don't get captivated by these guys. Like the past guys.
I don't either, honestly. To me, it's just they're being pulled back here, to help with the show and everything. But honestly, you're sitting there watching it and you're like, I don't know if I should feel sorry for them or what.
All right. Well, we're still watching back and forth here. The Miz is doing the yes kicks to Otis, and again, I just can't get behind this guy. Mike, I'm glad. I'm happy.
Come on.
Otis is amazing.
Otis is a good entertainer. He's fun to watch. He's one of those, the underdog guys you want to get behind of, and but when it comes to being, serious, as in, a face of the WWE, I don't see it. Yes, again, he's one of those guys, workers that you could, have a good match with or even a good feud with. But for someone that's going to headline WrestleMania, I don't see it. Not at this point in his career. Absolutely no way.
Oh, we're going to the caterpillar. Yep, there it is. Son of a bitch. Somebody needs Morrison to go back home to his butch ass wife. Uh-oh. Mrs. Knee went out on him for a sec.
I don't got nothing.
What are you talking about, Rick?
I don't know.
Why? I didn't see nobody back. We need Kentucky tonight, too. Fine, I'm done. Get some shit and go. Miz had that old fuck look.
You know, I wonder if
Oh.
Otis's partner is going to turn against him.
Or could he actually pull this out?
You know, Joe, honestly, it would not shock me either way.
I don't say.
Think about it. They're both on two separate brands.
Whoa! What the hell? I just stuck my foot in my mouth, didn't I?
Oh, shit, Joe. Nice call.
Ducky!
There you go.
Well,
Tucky! What are you doing, Tucky?
cool.
Finally, he realizes it's time to knock out Jake the Milkman Milligan's son and move on to something better. One,
Tucky!
two,
What are
three.
you doing?
I called it.
Bastard.
Okay, somebody answer me this. Somebody answer me this.
Why?
Why the fuck did they need to put it on The Miz?
It's basically just for storyline purposes. I don't really see it going anywhere. I can see basically him. I can see what will happen here is he'll try to cash it in and Otis will run in and mess it up. But Tucker's the man.
Tucky, what are you doing?
Tucker, he realizes the dude is Jake the Milkman Milligan and it's time to move on.
I'm so ticked off now.
Yeah.
Why, Vince? Why?
I called it McMahon. So look at the facts. They're both on two different brands. He needs to step up. Otis was getting all the attention. Tucker wasn't. You know.
Otis came to his aid on Monday, though.
Yeah, well, things. I guess the Miz paid him more. Look at this. He had that face like, okay. Before he changes his mind. Ha ha. I love it.
I wonder if that means that they might do with Survivor Series, putting Tucky on the Raw team and Otis on the SmackDown team.
Possibly.
Yeah, probably.
But why make up heavy machinery like that? Why?
Why?
Oh my god! It's not cool. It's not real to me anymore, damn it.
Now, what the hell are we with these two jabronis?
Oh.
But, all right, so your winner, everybody, if you haven't noticed the reactions, it is The Miz. The Miz is now the new Money in the Bank. He is the Money in the Bank winner. And he beat Otis thanks to the help of Tucker. And here you go. You got two. Now they're showing The Miz and Morrison celebrating. Celebrate the times the Milkman is gone.
So I was going through the WWE roster and I was talking, go through some of the top game guys. Now, if you ask me right now, so far, the top guys offhand is Drew, Seth, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Big E, who's supposedly getting a push right now. That's kind of a not sure. Elias again has possibilities, but these are just some of the ones. Jeff Hardy, he's been a WWE champion in the past, but right now I think he's just more nostalgia. Keith Lee, great wrestler. If they push him again the right way, I could definitely see him as being a top guy. Kevin Owens, again, top guy. Sheamus, he's won plenty of titles, so he could definitely be a champion again. Shinsuke Nakamura, The Fiend, The Miz. And those are just a few names on the male roster.
Well, here it is. Not to cut you off, Rick, but here's Tucker. Let's see what he has to say about what's going on. I'm sure they have something on him, but I don't know. Yeah, again, it made a lot of sense. Otis was getting a big push. They split them up. He even got Mandy Rhodes. He got a hot blonde. So why not? You know?
Impromptu.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, well.
Why is he running?
There's a milkman. There's a milkman.
Now, what do you think, Joe? You think they should have an impromptu match tonight?
No. Otis is done. I think let him play this little backstage thing. That's it. You know, honestly, I say, it's
God.
done. It's a little. You don't want to spoil it much. You don't want to have too much. It's done. Uh, the match is over. Let's build this up another time. But again, they're both on two different brands, so you're not going to see much. All right, this is a shocker. Finally, they're putting the bimbos on next. It is Bailey defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against her former friend, former unquote unquote role model, Sasha Banks, in a Hell in a Cell match. There's quite a story here. Sasha was taken out by Bailey because Sasha was doing the whole. She was doing the whole. What you call it? The Mandalorian series. She actually has a part in there. She's known as the Mandalorian Sabine Wren. If you don't know who that is, she's from Star Wars Rebels. So check that out so you can understand the character. Sasha actually, and I give this, Sasha looks like that character. So that was a perfect set. So expect Sasha to see Sasha there. That's a nice thing. And obviously she was done. She came back. And obviously they had to do something with her to make it worth like, okay, now I'm back. So now these two are gonna have a Hell in a Cell match. I don't think Bailey's ever been in a Hell in a Cell. I know Sasha has. Hell, she's been in the first women's Hell in a Cell with Charlotte Flair, and she tore down the house.
Hasn't she been in the last few Hell in a Cells since the Charlotte one? I can't remember.
Time to Wikipedia.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Wasn't the last one Charlotte and Bailey?
You might be right. I don't know. Have to Wikipedia WWE women who compete in Hell in a Cell.
I don't know. I think she did. Like I said, I think she's only done.
Yes, against Charlotte Flair in 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, so there you go.
So.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, we already had one shitty Hell in a Cell match. So, I don't know, guys. What can we say about this one? Yes, no, or what? What do we think here?
50-50.
I think honestly you're gonna see a lot of you are gonna see a good match out of here. Um, honestly, I this is gonna be good, but I don't think it's gonna be. Uh, I think you're mostly gonna try to see Bailey mostly running throughout, trying to avoid getting beat up.
Hmm.
I think Charlotte, excuse me. That's the last I want to do is bring Reed into this conversation. Um,
She's a very pretty lady.
hmm I say Charlotte. God damn it, Sasha.
Sasha.
Yes, God bless you. Sasha is more experienced in this, so I could see her really performing really, really well. Now everybody could, everybody knows I'm not a big Sasha Banks fan. I'm not a big, big butt Bailey fan. But give the credit is due when it comes to hard matches. These two will perform the hell out of, the better than the other women. Um, if you see Sasha without her makeup, oh my gosh, it looks horrible. Oh god.
Yeah, she does. So,
Wolf
um,
Wolf saying Wolf does not cover it well.
I honestly don't know who's gonna win this one. This one, I think is a coin tosser for me. How long has Bailey had the title?
About a year.
Too long.
Yeah.
About a year. Oh. Okay, so then I will give.
I would say, you know what? I would give this to Sasha.
I'll say yeah. I was gonna say about 60. It's gonna be a 60-40 in Sasha's favor.
Yep. And again, everybody
So
just want to throw this in real quick before the match actually begins. And this is a Hell in a Cell match, so both girls will be in Hell in a Cell. Um, I want to say check out Hardcore Wrestling Radio. We are on the group section on Facebook. Just do the hashtag HWR chat room, where you can follow up on a lot of news, rumors, and coverage of pay-per-views like this. We offer our camel toe. I just saw.
Oh, well, you're going to have to take that up with Zoe because she's the only one that would have that.
That broke my compass, my train of thought. Um, we come again. We do not.
yeah, like you keep saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we cover pay-per-views. We do not stream them, but we offer our commentary. So lower the volume down of Michael Cole and Vanilla Ice, Corey Graves. Listen to us, and as we give in. Now there are times we will be dead silence, and we forgive us for that. We just get sometimes involved in the match, and we tone out that we kind of mute each other so we can listen what's going on. Again, this has been one of the main
Why does
matches.
Bailey have a penis on her chair?
A what?
So say 1-0.
It looked like a dick.
It
Yes,
did.
it did,
Poor
but it's not.
John.
Well, maybe that's what she wants after this match. I don't understand that. Maybe fans will kind of say that, hey, she wants a big dick.
Hope Sasha's really good.
I don't know. But either way, in the chat room, it is Herbie. How you doing, Herbie?
Herbie!
Hey!
Well, hopefully you're doing great, my friend. Welcome to the stream. We're down
One day
to.
made a choice of outfits, and I like that on her. Suits her.
Notice she's wearing a belt too. She's just gonna probably use that to whip Sasha and a chair. So I don't know. I question I gotta question that design. I don't know what it really means. Oh, role model, look at that. But I gotta question the little dictate picture on the chair. I don't know. Maybe that's not it. really recap before this match starts. Roman Reigns is still the Universal Champion, defeating Jey Uso. Um, Jeff Hardy lost to Elias via disqualification, so that match is still going on. Tucky himself, betrayed the Milkman Otis, and the Miz is now the Money in the Bank. So he's won that, and of course, in a great show of skills, R-Truth shows that he's more than just comedy. He defeated Drew Gulak in an actual match for the 24/7 championship. Again, Rick, I said this before. Me and Lance were talking about this. R-Truth, for his age, he still looks like a young guy, and God bless him. I hope he stays forever. Looking that great.
Yeah, absolutely, without question. He's one of the guys, few his age that can still that will bust his ass and work good matches despite whether he's the top guy or the bottom of the barrel guy. He does not stop. He still gives it 100% regardless. And that's a very rare thing you see nowadays. If you're not getting that top guy, if you're not the top level, it's just, hey, I'm going to get my pay, get my pay and get my, and just, go with the flow, so to speak.
Absolutely. Well, this match is underway right now, and while the cage is being lowered down, Sasha did a drop kick on Bayley, which Bayley threw the chair out. It lost. I guess she drop kicked the chair, and the chair went flying out of the cage. So now there is no chair in the ring that belongs to Bayley, but doesn't mean there's not one underneath the ring. So this match is again is just showing exactly how I said it started. Sasha has been really taking off. This is kind of her match. Bayley's been trying to escape or trying
I'll
to
be right
avoid
back.
it, but it's been really good. Wow, bank statement already. Zoe, as a woman wrestler and you've been in cage matches, how hard is it, for a woman, especially in a cage?
I mean, as far as that goes,
Oh, shit. I think she injured her left arm.
yep, I think she did too.
Unless if it's a gimmick,
Oh my
but
God,
I don't know.
Oh no, okay.
I mean,
She got a
as far
stinger.
as far as the difference between a woman and a man in a steel cage match, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all human. It is still a steel cage match. It's gonna hurt whenever you meet it with your face. It's gonna hurt. You get thrown into it. Just depends on how hard you hit that.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially if you hit the braces that keep
Oh god, yeah.
that keeps that cage together. It's one thing with the chain links, but the actual support.
Nice. That was brilliant.
Rick, does that count as 3 strikes? Whoa. Boy, Bailey's basically trying to use as much weapons as she can find.
And Sasha's just getting rid of them.
Yeah, Michael Cole
Like,
almost got it.
Have you noticed they've kind of got that same thing going on in this match as they did in, the Uso Reigns match, the Dark Angel versus the White Angel.
Very good. I did not even
Yeah.
realize that until you brought that up.
Black hat cowboy, white hat cowboy.
You know what's funny, right? It was kind of the reverse with Elias and Jeff Hardy.
Mhm.
So, even though Elias wasn't wearing a white, he was wearing his mom's nightgown or curtains. But still, you made a great point. I didn't even think about it. I was like, well, that's a nice outfit Sasha's wearing, and I didn't think much of it.
You were too busy looking at camel toe.
Well, it is. Look. At least we don't have to worry about her being on her period at this time.
Well, if you will, you're going to notice it.
Yeah. All right.
I can tell you guys from experience, being a girl and wrestling on your period is the worst thing, the worst feeling.
I can only imagine.
And that's
especially if you're wearing
somebody
white.
had staff from the ring.
Yeah.
Uh,
Usually I wear my jeans out to the ring whenever that happens. And if I am in a match, I'm like, okay, there ain't nothing left on this ring, is there? I hope not.
Well,
Oh, very nice.
beautiful move by Sasha Banks on Bailey. There, that is a man. See, this is where the experience of Hell in a Cell is
Hmm.
working in Sasha's favor. And again, I'm not a big Sasha Banks fan, but I give her credit. She does a hell of a bunch of moves. She's paid her dues. She knows what she's got to do in the ring. I just look at her as such a frail and skinny kid that someday she's gonna break something severe and be out.
she
Uh,
has. That was Paige's neck.
well,
Yep.
I mean to herself, not to others. You know, Sasha used to go by, and I think sometimes she still does as Sasha the botch Banks. So, well, you see, one chair went out, and here's another chair. And
Oh,
Rick, I don't know about you, but I don't think Bailey's had much of an offense.
Nope.
not really, no.
Well, she's doing what you guys had said. She's trying to duck and run as much as she can.
Somebody spanked that. Okay, never mind.
Giddy.
Now, why would you climb yourself up onto a table unless you plan on going through it?
Absolutely. Well, I think you're gonna see right here is Bailey is gonna try to use it. I gotta say one thing. I like this version of Bailey because Bailey is, like, you could tell, the utmost heel. I mean, she will use anything in her arsenal. You know, I'm surprised no one's used her. Oh, that's a beautiful move by Bailey, by Sasha Banks, and Sasha paid for it.
Sasha with the cooch to the face.
Makes you wonder if she shaves.
I don't know, Joe. Check her on Twitter and ask her.
Yeah, right. Or if it's blue. Excuse me, is that blue?
Do the curtains match the drapes?
Yeah, right.
You know, whenever Bailey first started turning into the heel, I gotta say, I was one of the first ones to say I don't think she could pull it off. I don't think she would ever be a good heel. Yeah, she changed my mind tremendously. She is a kick-ass heel.
She's a Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these two are going back and forth.
So far, I have to say this is a lot better than the
Yeah,
Reigns versus
Yeah.
Uso match.
absolutely. This is the high spot match, and again, with Sasha in there, I think it was going to always be a good one. As much as I dislike Sasha's attitude, but ring skills, I got to give it to her. And as far as Bailey concerned, Bailey's so much improved since becoming a heel that it's not funny. You know, she's really done a hell of a job being a better heel than the huggable one.
You know what I think it is? These two, unlike Jay and Roman, are known to have great in-ring chemistry.
You know what, Lance? I am going to agree with you on that, but I have to say, I would have thought that Reigns and Uso would have had it better because they're family and they probably would have trained.
Hey, just because you're in your blood doesn't mean you're going to work well in the ring together.
Well, I would have thought they would have worked together more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But apparently, these two, who not only tagged together and worked together and done a lot together,
Uh-oh.
but
Oh,
oh,
oh, something did not right. Oh,
Oh, I think the point nailed Sasha in the head.
Oh, shit.
no, I think it went hit her throat.
no, it went through. It basically went through her chest. See, she blocked
Oh.
it properly. She blocked it properly.
I'm feeling it, Beckle.
But still, those Singapore canes suck. They sting like hell, even if it's not being swung. What the hell? Did they go to? Did they find a Singapore cane salesman or something?
No.
Oh,
They bought out Sandman's monthly supply.
yeah,
What
had to
they
have been that.
probably say, "Oh, we still got the Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
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 ow.
beautiful move by Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to do a slingshot and it shot Sasha Banks into two Singapore canes that were draped or kind of locked on the chain link in the ring steps. So now they roll back in the ring. We got one. No, not even a one count. So
That's
it,
what I was saying. But this is probably going to end up being a soccer match,
Yeah.
big time. It's the fact that she's done this before in the Hell in a Cell. It's in her favor.
yep. I can see what Sasha's doing. Sasha is playing off that injured neck that Bailey did to her. That's what she's doing right now. And Bailey, like a good heel, is just taking advantage of that.
Pull her wig off. Pull her wig off, Bailey.
Yeah, right? We all know that's not her real hair, so I'm sorry.
No, really, Joe?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, just like Alicia Fox, that Lord knows she had real hair.
At least Alicia's look semi was a natural color.
Yeah.
Well, see, I noticed a while back after a match was done, Sasha had her head down, and Bailey, you could tell she was pulling her wig back onto her to save her from humiliation.
Yeah.
She's like trying to reposition it.
And it's funny because installed in The Mandalorian, when you guys see it, it will be available on Saturday the 30th or Friday the 30th on Disney Plus, The Mandalorian. Sasha does have short hair, and it was short black hair.
Did it
So
look real?
it was, I guess, it was her natural hair because they wanted it to look like Sabine Wren, who also has short hair.
Mm-hmm.
So it appeared real. It didn't have any of the coloring like Sabine Wren also paints her hair, so I can see why the appeal of using Sasha Banks and the skin colors of Sasha and Sabine Wren are the same. So again, both of them look exactly alike. So even though one is a
Oh,
fictional character.
Sasha using that
Well,
a very big way. Ow!
oh,
She just broke her face.
Damn.
Oh,
she hit the nosy. She hit the nosy.
I remember when a couple of months ago WWE said that AEW is a bloody mess. And yet the funny thing is even though that AEW has they have a lot of blood in there, they're not getting real injuries like NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Finn Balor,
Finn Balor.
exactly. Finn Balor did, and then also even what's his name? I can't think of his name. Kyle O'Reilly. He broke several of his teeth
Hmm.
in that same match.
Well,
So
also, since we're here talking about WWE, oh, beautiful move by Sasha Banks. Rammed Bailey's head in the chair.
Ow.
And Sasha tried to do a buckle bomb, but didn't do it. Speaking about the buckle bomb, Seth Rollins used to use that in the corner. If you guys remember the buckle bomb, what put Sting's career, pretty much ended Sting's career. The
Mm-hmm.
move was banned, but now it is unbanned by Vince
well,
McMahon
that wasn't really a buckle bomb. It almost reminds me of
slingshot.
a slingshot, power bomb.
Or a
A
sunset flip power bomb or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call it a destroyer, but yes.
Yep, you can tell. Look at that phony hair that Sasha's got. It definitely looks bad when it's all pulled back like that.
Yeah, her roots show.
Let's see here. Bailey on the top rope with a Macho Man elbow. Beautiful right there.
Oh,
And a kick out at 2.5. I gotta say one thing. Bailey has improved greatly.
I still don't like her Macho Man. I call it the wannabe
Yeah.
Macho Man elbow drop.
Yeah.
She doesn't really know how. She doesn't catch enough air.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think she also doesn't know how to land properly with it because there are times she does, but you can see when she lands, there's still her elbow doesn't even hit the opponent. Her body, she lands on her fat ass, but
Oh,
You know,
that
I can think of
was
like
hard.
three guys that have a
Oh.
way better elbow than Bailey.
Uh,
HBK, CM Punk, and Test.
Yeah, and also let's not forget Io Shirai. Io Shirai can catch.
I'll give her that because she gets way more air.
Yep. And Kairi Sane, I think, also probably
yes.
does the best.
Yeah, Carrie
Oh,
Sane's another one that I'm surprised.
Oh,
Think
okay.
I like that Bailey had to fix the ring apron, the nice little banner on the side for everybody. Oh, and then she put her,
you see the impact between Sasha's face and that fucking metal beam underneath the ring.
What is she
oh
doing?
yeah.
I
What
think
she
she's
did?
playing with duct tape.
Hey,
No, I had no idea she was doing that.
duct tape.
Well,
When
got
everything else
it.
doesn't work, duct tape is your best alternative.
The
Hi,
Hangman's secret weapon.
yeah. Hi, fans. This is Billy Mays here, coming to you with
Oh,
duct tape.
okay.
Oh, she did.
What are you trying to do, Bailey? You trying to do Darth Maul or something? Make a single?
Well,
The
oh,
fuck you
Nick
doing?
tried to
She,
hold it. It's
she's
ball
Darth.
apart.
She's trying to be Darth Maul with a double-bladed Kendo stick, which is not gonna work. You dumb twit.
Yeah.
You're wasting so much time. Sasha needs to go and kick your ass. It's not gonna hold, sweetheart.
Well, it's a
Not
big
the
ass target, so.
leave
You
him
know,
alone.
you know what's funny? You can tell she's probably saying "fuck it."
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get
Yeah.
another table. That's
Yeah.
when you,
She bought me an answers out for the duct tape not working. And then she almost trips over
and
it
she
trying to
almost
walk.
trips.
I love that spot.
Oh,
Like, what the
God.
hell is wrong with this? You could tell she was trying not to laugh right there when she came in the ring. She had to look down. Come here, my Kindle.
Oh!
Hey, hey, Sasha's. She finally used Sasha's body deodorant. That didn't look right because where's the white powder? Hey,
Oh, got her chair back.
why?
How did she
Why?
get
It
to the
doesn't
door?
matter. You had another chair in there.
I don't know.
She wanted her penis chair.
Yeah, she wanted her penis. And the
Oh,
No,
ref.
yeah, it's gonna be that magical chair that's gonna
cat fight.
be the make or break thing. Watch.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And again, everybody, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And again, in the HWR chat room in the group section on Facebook. So make sure you check us out there. So far, Rick, I gotta say, well, I'm gonna say it to everybody. Best match of the night, Rick,
So far, yeah, absolutely.
Lance.
Absolutely. Well, way the hell better than the first Hell in a Cell match of the night. So, yeah, so far, yeah.
All right, Zoe, the mistress of the cages.
So far, they're doing great. Honestly, match of the night for me so far.
All right. Well, again, this is
Or
also.
no.
I guess this is also the last match. Well, next to the uh, WWE Championship. So
Yeah, this is pre-main event.
It wouldn't surprise me if we see a thrown together match between the two.
Nope. This is gonna be this. After this is gonna be the another Hell in a Cell match, and then that's gonna be about an hour.
Yeah.
Because already it's 9:00.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Somewhere out there, Reed is probably screaming, "I should have been in the cage. I should have been there instead of defending that stupid Mexican boyfriend of mine who can't fucking speak English."
Andrade is saying, "Yeah, I know, but you won't get off of me."
No, I think it's the other way around. He's riding her.
Hey, what two consenting individuals do in their bedroom is none of my damn business.
Charlotte, you said if I do this, you give me my green card back. Come on, Bailey. Bailey wants that chair. She's obsessed with that chair.
then you know what that means? Banks is losing. Watch. It's that particular chair that comes into play and it's gonna wind up back for
Yep, here it is. I can predict it right now. Bailey's gonna use it when Sasha leaps off.
Yep.
Yep, there it is.
Back
See,
to the
Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, and Ronnie Millsap all saw this coming.
There's a stranger in my house.
Thank you, Lance. Oh, Jesus. We saw this one coming a mile away. Well, you can see the Sasha Banks stuff's for Raw.
And also, because they ain't wearing underwear. I'm sorry, girls can spot that like easily.
What was that, Zoe?
Girls can spot that like real easily. Sasha's not wearing underwear.
She's probably wearing just a strap, a sports strap.
I don't know.
Well,
Don't-
I don't know. Let me ask you: have you ever been in a match without wearing any kind of a strap?
Like a jock strap? No.
Really?
Really, I wear underwear.
So
All
you can
the-
sit there. You can sit there and tell me that like nothing down there gets hurt.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you hit it with something, it's gonna hurt like a bitch.
But
You
it's going to look kind of weird if a woman has a bulge.
That's
Yeah.
the shit. Still shit down there.
Well, Titus turned to this one. Now it's in favor of the champion, which is Bailey. Again, really good back and forth match. I would say 60% of this whole match was all Sasha Banks. Bailey now is bringing out the steel ladders on where this is going, and she's so neat. She pulls back the banner right back down.
Yeah, it's like she's got OCD.
This is going to sound weird, but did they even make a female jock strap?
I've never seen one. I probably wouldn't wear it no way.
And the room goes silent.
Sorry about that. I'm just.
Oh, fuck. Ouch.
Well, I'm going to take this time, since there's a lull in the conversation, just to say we're still going to be doing Lance Moss TV and Friends on our Tuesday, and this coming Saturday, which is Halloween, we're going to be doing the Lance Moss TV and Friends Halloween special. I'm not exactly sure on what time, because it pretty much surrounds when I get home and how much of Zoe's sleeping medicine kicks in about what time we get going. But there will be a broadcast on my channel, and the link to it will be in the HWR chat room.
I'll probably try to hold off on taking my medicine until 10.
All right.
Oh, then I should definitely be home then.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. This is just an exposure. What's with the? Oh, belly to belly. Here we go. Wow, beautiful, beautiful match right there so far.
Damn it.
Yeah, I kind of
No,
missed.
I'm
I kind of missed what was going. What was? Why was she spray painting NWO on her stomach?
I don't know.
my Wi-Fi kicked off. I can't see a damn thing right now.
Oh my
Except,
God! Here comes Chris Benoit.
I'm gullible, but I'm not that gullible. Here we go. I'm back
Yeah,
now.
I don't get the NWO thing. That was kind of the black spray.
She's a new world order rat. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, and look how fast it is. It actually disappeared. It actually
Yeah.
like it wiped out. So maybe Sasha's hair wiped it off. I don't know. All right. Well, again, Sasha Banks is in command after this brutal move right there from Bailey with the chair and everything. But Sasha now Bailey's beautiful belly to belly suplex. I gotta say, I would say there's two people that could perform a great belly to belly. Bailey right here and the legendary Magnum TA. Lance, anybody else?
Offhand,
Mr. Steroids himself, Scott Steiner.
Really? I never seen him do one.
Yeah.
I thought he did like the Frankenstein. I thought he only did
Yeah.
like a
He'd do any suplex his steroid out of mind could think of.
Jeez.
Huh.
Oh well.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of his, but he can do some nice suplexes.
Hmm. All right. Well, uh, Bailey in command of her favorite chair now. Sasha's like a crumbled piece of mess right now.
Matt.
Another beautiful. Well, that's kind of a botch right there. That was kind of a botch right there.
yeah,
Bank
Over.
statement. Bank statement.
over.
Yep, over. Wow, we
Over.
called this. We called
Yep.
this. And she's still beating on her.
When
All
she
right.
came, when Bailey came out with the chair that said 1 year, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh god, here it comes. It was a dead giveaway.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a one title change hands tonight, and it is the SmackDown Women's Championship. Sasha Banks was walking away with the SmackDown Women's Championship. And I gotta say one thing, Rick, this match was almost again like the Roman Reigns Jey Uso match where both of them like Sasha was almost like she was upset with her best friend, but it's like, wow, did I just beat the hell out of her here? But I gotta say, both girls performed a hell of a great match inside the cage. And this looks like it could be match of the night. Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton have a lot to try to fight. They're gonna have to do a lot just to make this match look like pale compared to what they're gonna have to do.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to up that game for the next match. And again, it just seems to be, they've already had a couple of matches with. Oh God, now I can't even think. Don't mind me.
Did you see the two? They laughed. Did you see?
Yeah.
Bailey laughed.
And what is?
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sorry, but Sasha Banks, what is? It's like her face is all black. Like I don't know if it's from that spray, or from her eyeliner, or what. I don't know.
Yeah. Another thing I gotta say here too is there's a little bit of controversy. I don't know if anybody actually caught it.
Yep.
Bailey didn't tap.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Her arms
Yes, she
flopped up and down.
No, 4 or 5 times she was tapping.
Yeah.
She was clearly tapping.
It looked like with the chair, it looked like her arm was flapping. I wouldn't be surprised.
It was at first, but then she started slamming it really hard, like, stop, I quit.
Okay.
She did. There's not even a question in my mind. She tapped out.
How the fuck am I seeing the fucking Hurt Business? Fucking boring ass motherfuckers.
Well,
That's a good question.
Well,
And
you know,
for some reason, chick has raided Peter Pan's closet.
Hey, then allow me to untangle.
Yeah,
all
you
that
leave
stuff.
Charlie alone.
Yeah, we can unloosen that.
Why?
Get her a better outfit.
Thank you, happy fault.
well, you know what's really hurting, right?
The
Is
business.
MVP's what?
You said what's hurting? Well, the business.
Well, I was gonna say it's MVP's wallet. That's what's hurting.
Yep.
He need to come back. Nobody would hire him.
Absolutely.
He's still boring.
This guy always puts himself over as he's like literally, even in his prime, he made himself out to be something he's not. He's kind of like, Jeff Jarrett.
Oh,
yeah.
More of a talker than a wrestler.
Lashley's dressed to compete.
Yeah. You know,
I don't know if you noticed that.
Absolutely. You know what's funny too? The other guys, this is like a more sophisticated version of the Nation. And I said this before. I know I'm going to get heat. Nation of Domination was the idea they were going to do, but they kind of mixed it and made it more professional. And I am happy for that because these guys should dress professional, should take it up to the next level. And like it or not, MVP at least can talk better than definitely Biggie, little Bobby Webster there, and everybody else in that group. So, Yankee. I don't care. Let's somebody accidentally untie her front. It looks like she's wearing a bathrobe.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Did he just go to the ring?
Yes, he did, damn it.
Oh,
Well,
so there's an impromptu match.
Why can't we go through one pay-per-view without Bobby Lashley? Ugh!
Well, and here's they're advertising the story of 30 Days of the Undertaker. With of course his beginnings, the Paul Bearer said, the Brothers of Destruction. You can go good. And I've seen the Stone Cold uncensored. You guys gotta watch the uncensored version of Stone Cold and the Undertaker, and it's an excellent take on the business between those two. What the hell?
Halloween Havoc.
I know. Who the hell is that?
It looks like a ripoff of Ruby Riott with a mix of that one chick with blue hair that's
which is kind of weird because a ripoff of somebody who was in the company. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think she's done in NXT.
Well, still in the same member of the same company.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley is coming to the ring. We have, he's out here. I don't know if he's here to defend his title or what.
And the title's on the line.
Yeah. Oh, it is? Okay, so that ugly United States Championship is on the line. We have yet to see who he's gonna battle against, but
I wish to God I would have already took my medication so I could at least be high through this.
Well, he's got his baby oil on, so he looks moist.
Ew, shut up!
Oh God!
Gotcha.
I hate that friggin' word. Disgusting.
And ladies and gentlemen, yes, I didn't know she hates that word. That's why I did it.
You ass.
And Jesus.
All right, the Thunderdome. This is sponsored by Tap Out, not Skittles this time. Tap Out
Anybody
has.
else kind of want some Skittles?
Yeah, I would like some Skittles.
Face a fucking rainbow.
Hell yeah.
Steven!
Oh, retribution. So that means Bray Wyatt may come out after what happened on Monday night.
Oh, this ain't gonna last long.
Oh, no.
All right.
Lance, your buddy Steve. Steven just gave the stream a like. Thank you, Steve.
Steve,
Slapjack.
brother.
Black Voorhees.
Zoe,
What?
that is Stephen G. Atkins.
I'm talking about the dumbass with the Jason Voorhees mask on his face.
Oh, you mean Slapnuts?
Slapnuts Voorhees.
Why would you even give him the title match? This guy looks horrible. He's small.
Because-
Why? I've got two reasons. One, because they need to fill the time a little bit more, and second, because it needs to, they need an easy win for, Bobby Lashley.
That and 3, whoever booked this went, okay, who's standing around? Oh, Slapjack, get out there.
Yeah, this is, I think, the story between the Fiend and Retribution. Yeah, that's all this is. This is just
Dumbass.
Yeah. Hey, Zoe. Steve says, moistly moist. Do.
I fucking hate you, Steve.
I can tell you right here, Jason Voorhees' son is not doing well in this match.
And for those that don't know, Steve is basically the other co-host to my Tuesday and Saturday night shows.
He's obsessed with potatoes and glove compartments.
Oh, look at the guy.
Well, Zoe, who put the potato in the glove compartment?
You did, probably.
No.
Steve's also my bitch.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah, truly trying to, kill this whole Retribution.
well, I think Rick is safe to say Retribution is following the same path as the Dark Order.
Well, I also think.
You know what? Honestly, I disagree to a point, Joe, because when the Dark Order first started, I have to say, to a point, it was they were trying to be, they really weren't going anywhere. They kind of didn't know, but once they put in
Brody Lee.
But once they brought in Brody Lee, it started to become a little bit more, I won't say respectable, but you liked the wrestlers in there.
It was a little less Dollar General Dungeon of Doom.
Exactly. Thank you. Absolutely. And I don't know if you guys ever watch any of the side shows on YouTube, like BTE, Be the Elite.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that even like the wrestlers from within Dark Order can have fun. John Silver is fucking hilarious. Now, if you guys don't know who John Silver is, he's a really short, stocky guy.
Yeah, with the big beard.
Yeah. And, oh my God, he's just hilarious. And you can tell that, even other members within Dark Order has no problem, saying, fuck it. You know what? Yeah, we're going to act like idiots. We're going to have fun.
Okay,
These
that
guys-
was nice.
Say again?
That was nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That tornado DDT.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not questioning that these guys definitely, they're showing that they can be a good, have talent, but
I don't know. I would have put the better guy.
Lashley's getting his ass handed to him by anorexic Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, right?
Jason Voorhees, they threw in the dryer for too long.
Yeah. Hey, over on the chat, Steve says, filler and a job. Who put the potato in the glove? Compliment Zoe. Compartment Zoe. I'm sorry.
Steve's my bitch. I can
So
only
what I gotta deal with?
here to
Wait,
cuss me
he's
out.
going to do a Ric Flair. He's doing a Ric Flair. Woo! There you go.
Make it stop.
I think it's about to stop. again, Bobby Lashley is taking on one of Retribution's own. This is Slapjack, which is should be Slap Nuts because Jeff Jarrett will love it. And
But to be fair, Slapjack is the jobber of the group.
yes.
Yeah, well, he's doing pretty good though.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know where this part's going. Ding,
Yep.
ding, ding.
Yep, this is it.
That's over.
It's over. This
Retribution corner the ring, starts beating the hell out of Bobby.
Yep, here
All
they go.
back.
Here they come. They all coming and beating up Bobby Lashley. Captain Dreads, Bane is in there. You have Muhammad Ali or Muhammad Mahuma, whatever his name is.
I've been calling that one dude Predator.
Yeah, that's who I said. He looks like Predator.
Oh. Here comes the hurt business.
Oh no! Here we go. That guy, the one that with the dreads and everything. Uh-oh.
Muhammad's like, no, I was just kidding, guys. I was joking.
Okay, so now we have two heels. So apparently, when it comes down to it, the Hurt Business is the stronger of the two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kinda.
That's a bad. It's not helping them at all either. That's making things worse.
This is basically the Retribution is the Dungeon of Doom. They are the secondary faction that's basically here. And again, you know what? There's a lot of good workers in there. You got the Bumper who was just in there, the guy who can take all the bumps with Slapjack. You got the Predator looking guy that looks it. You got his partner, Bane, whatever the fuck his name is. You got Mustafa Ali, who's a good worker. I like the gimmick that he has. And Maya Yim, who's a great women's wrestler.
I consider her mask kind of like the female version of Hannibal.
Yeah. Steve says the opposite of Lord Humongous of wrestling. Remember that, Lance?
Oh my God.
I'll be right back.
The problem is
well, about probably the same mask, to be honest.
you had all those guys over in Retribution with all, like you said, these super powerful guys that could, be formidable, and they're going against, against the Hurt Business. They're dominating. They're backing away from the Hurt Business. They should have walked in and just kept on fighting until there was nobody left standing. But they ran out and they, like as fast as they could. And when you're supposed to be like a scary, dominant team or a clan such as Retribution, it completely kills whatever concept you were going with. It just it just makes it look stupid and silly.
Well, we are now into the 2-hour 21 minutes mark of this pay-per-view, and at least with this stream. And this is the main event of the night. It is the last Hell in a Cell match. It is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the belt. I say it like that, the belt, because the WWE Championship came off the WWF Championship. It is one of the most prestigious titles in the world. And it is going to be between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. You have Randy Orton, who has won the championship a couple of times. This is Drew McIntyre's first reign as WWE champion. And Lance, you know what? This is going to be a test for Drew McIntyre.
Oh, absolutely. Now, granted, I think he's retaining because Orton doesn't need another one, but honestly, McIntyre so far this title run since Mania, I've seen a lot worse title runs.
Okay. Rick, let's go to you. Do you think this could be McIntyre's prime moment. This could be his actual showcase moment.
One of many, yes. I still say, like I said before, don't get me wrong, Orton clearly has, when it comes to, he's a legend, former future Hall of Famer, but I think what he's doing is pretty much putting, helping McIntyre seal his, pushing forward as a champion. Solidifying. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of a little fucking up my words here tonight. So absolutely, without question, I think that McIntyre is going to win. Not even a doubt in my mind.
All right. Zoe, same moment. Do you think that it's going to be his moment tonight?
Whose moment? Drew McIntyre or Randy
Yep.
Orton?
Drew McIntyre's.
Oh, 100%. He got this.
So, all right. So, just to recap before that match begins, R-Truth is still the 24/7 championship, defeating Drew Gulak. Roman Reigns defeated Jey Uso in a Hell in a Cell match. I Quit match. We had Jeff Hardy lose to Elias via disqualification. So, Elias walks away with the win. And Tucker actually helped The Miz win the Money in the Bank contract and briefcase from the Milkman Otis. So that was a surprise there. Then you had finally a title change tonight. You had Sasha Banks win the SmackDown Women's Championship out of Bayley in, I gotta say, the best Hell in a Cell match so far. Again, we had Roman Reigns' Hell in a Cell match, and now we have this one. So this is going to be the true test of Hell in a Cell. And we are, you know what, Rick? Isn't it ironic that Randy is the legend killer, and he is now the legend going into this match?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. As I was trying to say before, Orton is already, pretty much his Hall of Fame is already grounded and written in. It's just a matter of when. I still think he has a few more years before he decides to either, do less matches. He is definitely the type of guy that you want to have put over. If he puts you over, you definitely can be, move up to the next rung, if not be the guy. So if you lose to somebody like Randy Orton in a big match, especially when it comes to a title match, that's when you start the company's gonna start having doubts in you. But in this case, I think this is sorry guys, I'm losing my train of thought here. Yeah, I'll just have to say absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There it is. Gears of War 5. Choose Batista as Marcus Phoenix. November 10th. Lance, here's one for you from Steve. Be honest, the match of every Hell in a Cell is between Lance and his booze.
Cheers, bruh. And to that I say cheers.
You know what though, guys? I'm still gonna say, with the exception of Bayley and Sasha's match, I'm still not haven't been that great with this match. This tonight's show, not that great. It's mediocre at best.
Yeah, it's been it's been a lackluster. Again, the Otis being turned down by Tucker was kind of a nice little sway, but after you saw Morrison being kicked out, you kind of sense what was going to happen. Obviously, the Bayley Sasha match was going to be good because they complement each other. And now here it is. This is the main event of the night. Finally, the WWE Championship is at where it's supposed to be on the card. The main event of a pay-per-view. It is Drew McIntyre defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the legend himself, Legend Killer, who's now a legend in his own way, Randy Orton. And
Oh, okay.
Oh, there he is.
it,
I mean, Randy, like if you want to try to sell psychology in the wrestling business, like Randy is one of the main ones to do that.
yep.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Without question, he is definitely, I'd have to say, I call him like a modern day Jake the Snake Roberts. He's
Oh
the
yeah.
type of person to get inside your head. He can sell you on the mic. He can sell you in the ring. You name it, he can do it.
You know, Rick.
Just wash your hand if you ever shake his hand.
Yeah, Rick. You
Yeah.
took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say, Randy. It is definitely the modern day Jake the Snake Roberts. Even his promos, you don't really see him scream in his promos. He likes to take it methodically. He has this nice little
Very calm,
yeah.
with very calm, serious voice.
Uh,
And keep in mind, this match is not officially started until they get into that fucking cage.
And you know what? I'm hoping this match. I don't want to see what they did in the past couple of few matches where it was like, okay, we're gonna slowly move around.
David, to who?
This better be a fight from like start to finish. I want chaos.
Hmm.
Lance, Steve says, I like Bailey. Liked her as the rifleman, just going by the jaw.
Yeah, Steve, I know you also like Bailey's ass, so don't give me that.
You mean her bumpers?
That ass, yeah. Them Bailey cakes.
Alright, I'm gonna bring this up since we're watching this. Now, the match has not officially begun, everybody.
For me, yes, it has.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, but these guys have not entered the cage yet. Now they have, of course.
Yep.
But I mean, for the first few minutes, it was just battling around the cage. What is Theodore Long's son doing there?
For say.
That dude.
He's like, I'm locking the door, playa.
Yeah, I gotta say one thing. That dude has the best expressions I've ever seen.
Oh, I know. They are over the top.
Yeah.
And just to give you an idea, the referee in the ring, he was an independent wrestler, best known as Bandito Jr. For those who don't know, he was a Northeast indie wrestler in my area back in the day. Um, I had the privilege of working with his father, with Bandito, and again,
Oh, cool.
so yeah, the kid has excellent talent, you know, but he even said it. He he could get paid as a referee. He doesn't kill himself, and occasionally when they need someone in a mask, he does put on the mask.
So that's one of the guys that you yell about get calling INS on.
Yeah, no, him. I know which mask he uses, so I'm not gonna call on him on that because the dude's a Puerto Rican, so I know that for a fact. Not like Andrade. It's not like Angel Garza or Rey Mysterio or Dominic Mysterio.
Dude, Ray's from San Diego.
Sure, that's what he wants you to think. Hey man, I'm really from Mexico, man. I got my ass beaten up, man. I cut grass for a living, man. I don't use a lawnmower, man. I use my wife's teeth. So, back to the match at hand.
Ooh.
All right, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. McIntyre manhandling Randy Orton. Rick, but this is no surprise. Most of the time in Hell in a Cell matches, Randy's always getting the beating before he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I have to admit, you know, that's usually how it works out. That's pretty much the way it works. You know, God, sorry. I would have to say, you know, he wants to give whoever he is pushing over for a while, and then he comes back, and it kind of goes back and forth, which is you go.
All right, I'm gonna have to say this real fast. You know what? Lance, how would you rate Drew McIntyre as a champion? I know it's difficult with the pandemic. He really hasn't had a real crowd to go by. I think I think his thing has been a little lackluster with the choice of opponents.
Well, okay, I'll put it like this. Okay, best being guys like Austin, Hogan, Rock, those kind of guys. Worst being why the hell they put the belt on this guy. Honestly, given his circumstances as never defending it in front of a crowd, because we don't know how he would perform defending the title in front of the crowd until, well, he does. I've got to give him right in the middle.
All right. Zoe, same question to you. Is it fair to judge Drew right now, or should he hold the title till actually they start letting crowds come in?
I do say let him hold the title until crowds come in. The reason being is, Joe, you'll understand this. There's a difference. Yes, that crowd on the screen right there, sure, they might be live, but they're not there in person. With a live crowd, you feed off of their energy. You pull out more stops. You make it go just because you're being fed energy from the crowd. I think once a live crowd gets in there, you're going to see Drew McIntyre just boom.
Yep, absolutely. Randy Orton's throughout his career beaten by the best from the Undertaker and other other greats, Triple H and so forth. But this is the first time I actually seen him really go, kind of a little bit of cower away because he's getting his ass handed to him. And this is kind of nice because it's good to see Drew like actually not being the pure baby face. I want to see Drew. It's unfortunate Drew is in this time in his best. I would have preferred Lance. Like, imagine if this guy would have been against the Undertaker or against others of the era. It would have been something else because I think he would have been able to hold on.
Yeah. If he would have been ready when he first came to the company, like back in, what was that? Early to mid 2000s, when he was the chosen one, if he would have been actually ready.
Oh shit, these spit out too.
I think so.
Well, then he's going to need to go to the Scottish dental path.
Well, unless he put something in his mouth and make it see, he could have spit out chiclets. We don't know.
True.
Real, not to interrupt you, Lance. Over in the chat room, Steve says the.
Oh no, I think he did.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was.
Hey, Randy's stripping. Randy's stripping. He's taking off those pants.
Well, that's not PG.
He's like, Ref, find my tooth. Put in some milk.
There you go. Over in the chat room, Steve says the champion should be able to be the biggest draw in the territory or promotion. That's the guy that makes your money. That's your cash cow. Unless he can prove he can make bank, he shouldn't have the fucking belt. And I agree 100%.
That's 100% correct.
Definitely 100%. Steve, you would make a great promoter.
Notice how he didn't say the guy that sells the most merch. John Cena.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to say I agree with him 100%. Also, merch is being a guy who can sell a lot of merch is good too, but that doesn't necessarily make you the best champion. That makes you the best merch guy in the company.
It's just an added bonus if you can do that.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you can carry the whole package, then hey, then you are the best thing there. Hulk Hogan wasn't the greatest worker, at least with Vince. In Japan, he had better matches, but Not only could he sell merch, but he made the company. He was making the company. He was the
Oh,
champion.
I say there's two types of professional wrestlers: actual workers, and then there's personality guys.
Yep.
Hogan in the WWF was a personality guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that would that make Ric Flair of that era the worker then?
Oh hell yes.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, if you look at certain wrestlers, let's go to Daniel Bryan. Um, when he was like on the chase for his first WWE championship, fans were behind him 110%, and he fought for it, and he fought for it, and he fought for it, and when he finally got it, it was like huge, but it seemed like that rush once the chase was over, it was good for a while, but it only lasted for so long.
Yeah.
Well,
Same situation. Go ahead.
no. Finish your thought. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
And then when he got injured and he was forced to leave, there was again that whole fight of him wanting to come back, come back, come back, and he did that whole fight just to get back. And when he got back, it was only short lived. Brian always seemed to be the guy that was good for the chase, but once he got to the chase, he did good for a while, but it didn't. It kind of like dithered out after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, Steve says Hogan wasn't shit without Piper or someone established like Andre the Giant. I'm gonna even go.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say this. That is 100% correct, and even Hogan admits that without Piper, without Orndorff, without Morocco, without Bundy, Stud, without Bobby Heenan managing the stable against them, and even Andre, Hogan would have not been anywhere. He would have just been this muscular guy. And again,
He just would have been the Thunder Lips.
yeah. And you know what? That's the thing that happened in the AWA. That's why Vern didn't take advantage of him. You know, Vern did not think of Hogan in that same limelight that Vince did, and it proved we know what happened there. Um, Drew, what the fuck was that, Drew? Did you
Yeah.
see? Did you see that? Like, and then he fell.
Yeah, that was a weird. It was.
That was overreaction there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let me ask you a quick question because I don't know it offhand. When Hulk Hogan got the spot as Hunt Thunderlips, was he in WWE or was he in NWA?
He was
He
in,
was in Rocky 3.
yeah, no, but he was.
I know that.
It was in transition. He was in the WWF, but when he was told that he could do the movie, Vince Senior fired him. So when he did the movie, he was not in the wrestling company, and it was after he did the movie and he came out. When the movie came out, Vern took him in the AWA, and then when Vince saw the movie, Vince thought, "Hey, this guy could be great," and brung him in.
Wow, I did not know. I wasn't 100% sure. That's kind of weird because, yeah, and it's a shame because if you look at it, Vern Gagne, I'm guessing he was older at the time.
Yeah.
How old was he around then? About
Uh,
that time?
Vern was got to be in his 60s, but Vern was the type of guy that looked at wrestlers like if you were not amateur style, if you were basically Brett, Sean, and I'm trying to use examples today: Brett, Sean, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan. Technical guys would have made it big in the AWA. It they Vern wasn't really big on muscular guys being performers, unlike Vince, whom we saw. Um, Vern believed you had to be a wrestler to make it somewhere.
Well, if you know what, but again, now fast forward to today. Look at Vince McMahon. He believes that his way of thinking is the only way of thinking.
Oh, that's not surprising. It's when you're a promoter and an owner of a company, it's your dream, it's your baby. You have to feel it's very hard to try to change the way you're going to be because that's what's made you money all these years. Real quick, Steve says he gets fired for filming Thunderless, but they let him stay on after Suburban Commando. There's no justice in this world.
He's got a point.
No,
But
definitely.
but my idea, but you Joe, I think you can understand where I'm coming from, is that when Vince
Whoa!
started wrestling, he like when he started the promotion, he was very young, so he always came up with these new ideas, new concepts of where he wanted to go with.
Oh, absolutely.
And so now, again, you have Vince, who's older, unfortunately can't get out of that way of thinking, because his way is the right way. This is the only way he knows,
Absolutely. And maybe Zoe can back me on this. It's very hard when you're a promoter. You have to cater to a certain theme that you want. Like for my example, when I ran my company, I wanted it to be a mix of the WWF kind of personalities, which I did have, like a little bit of characters and all that. But I wanted also to be the NWA, where it was the wrestling that attracted people. And I remember my former partner at the time. He believed all ECW. He believed in the hardcore and all that. And we're taking away from this match. It took up a lot of. It's actually like got up and down. You have the up and down. Drew did a beautiful belly to belly flip back. I don't know what you would call it, but he him and Randy Orton have been going back and forth. But again, when you're a promoter, Fritz von Erich thought this his own way. Um, what is it? Bill Watts thought his way. Jerry Jarrett. I'm sorry.
Yeah, get that
Jerry
right,
Jarrett.
Joe. Get that
Yes.
right.
Jerry
No,
Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett thought his way. It just sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jerry Jarrett knew what the fuck he was doing.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's why Memphis lasted.
And Vern Gagne and all these
Uh,
guys, they thought they could do better. And in a way, when you
oh,
when you saw Eric Bischoff take over, Eric kind of tried to do a mix of Vern Gagne, mistakes from Vern Gagne. He realized, so he tried not to do that. But he was trying to do too much in a company, and it just sometimes he went overboard, way overboard on simple stuff that shouldn't be. Why is he talking to me? We know the camera can see you talking. We know you're doing the next series of moves. Okay, you're gonna grab me, you're gonna flip me over, and we're gonna kiss and make up, and then I'm gonna love you, and I eat your ear. So Zoe,
Love him, I squeeze him and call him George.
yeah, Zoe, I'm gonna say the same to you. What did you think of that? When it comes to your promoter, does he have like a certain vision for the company?
To a certain extent, he does. He doesn't want it to be all about promos. He doesn't want it to be all about, the drama of storylines too much. He wants to more or less focus on the wrestling itself. That's why hardly ever you'll see somebody go out to the ring with the microphone. Usually those are just done after the show. But he does like to have a lot of old school wrestling, and he does love having the cruiserweights as well.
Yep. All right. Steve says, and makes a valid point. I want you all to give me your opinions after this. He says, okay, Vince grew up with Vince Sr. in the era of the territories. It was a different time and a different mentality, but there was some degree of community involved in that. Vince Jr. runs a monopoly for the most part, and he has no real competition in the generation now. He's basically Walmart or Starbucks, and I agree very much. Back in the day, say what you will about the different territories, the NWA, the AWA, Mid South, the World Class, the WWF, basically stood, or the WWF stood in their respected territories. They did crossover to like assist each other with stuff, with talent. there were times.
I'll disagree with you on that one because other than Vince, they would work together here and there.
Right, that was my point. The Von Erichs will work with the NWA. The NWA will work with the Von Erichs. The AWA will work with Crockett Promotions. Bill Watts worked with pretty much Crockett and I think also Memphis at times. So I never really did see much in Memphis with the NWA.
Well, technically they were affiliated because Flair would come through it every now and then, but they were also affiliated heavily with the AWA, and well, USWA actually bought out the Von Erichs when they were shutting down.
Yep. And so yeah, it was, it's a totally different time. But now we're back to this match, and it's now that they're fighting outside the cage. Randy Orton and Drew. It's been seesaw back and forth. I wouldn't say it was anything spectacular. They've been. Randy's looking up.
Yeah, Lord.
This could get interesting.
Yeah. Randy's praying right there. Does he really want to do this?
Dumbass, you break bones too easily. Don't fucking try it.
You're getting elderly, Randy.
Notice they actually have these step holes for Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know his big feet.
I've noticed it all around me.
Yeah, they've had step holes since like Hell in a Cell.
Look at Drew. He's even like, "What's up?"
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Drew's like, I hope he doesn't think I'm going to follow him all the way up there like a dumbass. We ain't doing the Undertaker Mankind shit.
Not from that high, anyway.
Yeah. I would have to say this Hell in a Cell, this cage is actually bigger.
Yeah, it's the biggest one I've seen yet.
Yeah, it's about 5 feet, 10 feet, something like that, taller than the original.
Oh.
Don't do it, Drew.
That's about 25 feet.
Oh my
easily.
God.
And he just beckoned them up. He's like, come on. Don't do it.
You got to say one thing. Randy's put over.
What the fuck is a damn ladder doing up there?
God.
Oh my God. Randy, what ladder? There's no ladder up there.
That's up in the rafters, I think. That's not a ladder.
Oh, okay.
That's the chain. That's the
Keep
chain.
in mind, I have been drinking, so that did kind of look like the sides of a ladder. Okay.
All right, so we're going back to here with this match. Look, Thunderdome. All right, both guys are now on top of the steel cage, guys. They're on top of the Hell in a Cell, and it is. You know what? This is
what the.
How
the fuck does Randy have a lightsaber?
I was just thinking the same exact damn thing.
Hey, the Force is with this one.
Oh, he's borrowing Charlotte's dildo. That's what that is.
Damn.
Oh, it'd be hilarious if Drew picks up a blue one.
Oh, God. I don't like the name up there. Oh, my God. It's making me nervous.
All right.
Oh,
and
shit.
And the scary thing is that they're on that chain link fence.
Uh-huh.
That baby ain't got.
And they go.
Make no mistake, they reinforced that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I fucking pray to God they did.
No, both of them are fighting now up top of the Hell in a Cell, and you could tell. It's funny because we're getting a very unique angle because with the Thunderdome, they have the big Titantrons on the top, so you see the words Thunderdome, and they're actually slightly underneath it, even though it's So we're watching. This is something. Randy, what are you doing? You just went all the way up there, Randy. Uh-oh. He's looking down.
He's looking down at the announce table, dude.
I hope they blew that.
Pad
Oh,
up.
Here we go.
God.
Here's something for you. Steve says WWE Thunderdome. 2 men enter. The crowd leaves.
Yeah.
What? So what's the purpose, Randy? What is the
The
purpose?
purpose is just for them to say we climbed the Thunderdome because that's what fans wanted to see. Oh, they got to climb the Thunderdome, pay right on the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
They're going to do the Ambrose Rollins spot.
Well, yep. Where
Please.
one of them is gonna fall off and break the table. Randy
Yeah.
can't find the hole. There you
Randy
go.
getting stuck, dude.
Randy, you'll think you would have found the hole by now. Oh, that was a nice little love tap. Here we go. Oh,
Oh,
there.
God. Oh, God.
there,
No, 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 no.
There. All right,
Oh,
somebody is going to fall through the table. And
dude, you did not pay me enough to do this spot.
I don't think anybody could because if you fall that way, you fall that far, you're dead.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're not crippled.
Well, shit, even if you didn't have to fall, I still wouldn't be up there walking around like, oh, I don't care how.
Damn it.
Uh-uh.
Oh.
All right.
Here it goes.
They're looking and like, yep, okay.
Oh, remember, we got to get in the right position or the airbag won't catch us.
Yeah, that's why they have this particular, like those grids.
Oh!
He
Randy's got
kind of
a voice.
misses,
I think
by the
I just
way.
Meanwhile, Steve says, Star Wars and wrestling, huh? I find your lack of kayfabe disturbing. Alright, so we're going back and forth. Looks like, well,
He
Drew
seriously-
just fell. Drew just
Oh,
fell
he
and
did.
hit the table.
Oh, did he? Oh, I just,
Oh my God.
He just took a back bump for no damn reason, though.
Yep.
Yep. And here is Randy slowly coming down. If you
he's
can-
like, I ain't jumping. Fuck that shit.
He flopped down there. He's like, ow, my knee.
Yeah, shit.
He's like, did I kill him or not?
Meanwhile, I wonder how many copies of people are in that Thunderdome tonight.
I see 3 already. Of one
Oh
person.
my God. Dude. Ugh.
All right, so Drew is playing that he's dead. You know,
Doesn't he still have to pin him inside the ring?
yes,
Yeah.
For it to
Yes.
count?
you
Dumbass. Now you gotta haul his ass back around to the opening of the fucking cage.
now it's like, and again,
Oh, that was my.
I think Randy gave him a prayer right there. You know,
Now, I don't know if McIntyre's mouth is truly busted open or if they just gave him a pill, like one of those like blood pills.
It wouldn't be surprised if he bit on his tongue when he landed or something.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Look at Randy's like, easy, buddy, easy. That's okay. Easy. That's easy.
I got him back. He'd be alright.
You know,
He's like, get back up.
seeing Randy like in this, like with your opponent crippled and all that down, Randy, that's a scary Randy Orton because
That is.
that's like a viper, like a snake ready to snap at you. He's just waiting for the right, like toying with you. It's like a cat toying with the mouse.
Yeah.
You know, Randy, he's just gonna keep walking around. You might as well keep beating him right there. Randy just pounded on his chest like I give you credit. Look, they actually broke away. We're seeing the replay where Drew fell off the side of the cage into the table. You know, you got to pay these characters a lot of money to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Airbag or not.
Ugh.
All right, we've seen it 3 or 4 times. Let's go back to the live action, please. By that
I got
time,
me some helping him up.
look at that. By the time 3 or 4 times, and they finally got back to the ring. if you were injured that badly, Drew, I think you would have tried to go back. Look at Randy helping him. That's okay, buddy. I'm gonna help you right into this ring. What a nice man. He's a
Jesus Christ! This is like the 6th time I've seen the replay.
Yeah.
Replay. And in case you forgot about it, here's this replay.
Here's a replay because, well, it's taking Drew a long damn time to get back to the door.
Okay,
You
look,
get me to tail, I guarantee
he is legitimately like got a busted lip because the referee's checking on him.
Oh, I mean, busted lip's one thing. Internal bleeding's a whole different damn thing.
Yeah, look at Randy just soaking it in.
If there was if that was internal bleeding, they would have ended the match.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
So he either bit his tongue or his lip.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Fine.
Match is going to be over, and Drew's going to get that surprise pin. Why would you telegraph? Here comes the Claymore kick or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's Claymore kick. You were right.
Well, here we go.
I'm getting so pissed off at my Wi-Fi.
Yep, there it is.
I don't see nothing.
Claymore kick. For a minute, if he would have pinned Randy Orton with a backslide, I would have said, "Oh shit, Kerry Von Erich is smiling at this moment."
Nope, this is gonna turn into a clay. He's got a counter.
Yep. All right, now Randy's on the outside dead. So.
Here we go. Finally. I didn't see it.
I mean, for what it is, I think the Sasha.
Hey, I got a quick question. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I was gonna say the Sasha Banks Bayley match is still far better.
I was gonna say I have a quick question. You have to wonder if Miz is gonna cash in tonight. You think?
Nah.
Nah.
I don't think they're gonna do that to him. Do that to Drew right now. I think they're gonna hold. I think he's gonna hold on to it, make a story out of it. Maybe for a bigger pay-per-view, possibly.
They've only got like 6 minutes left.
Yeah. Plus, I think. Well, is it Miz on SmackDown?
No.
Yep.
Yes. No.
Oh no, he's on Raw. He's on Raw.
Okay, so the World WWF title is there. Okay. So it could be, but I don't think it's going to happen tonight.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Okay. Drew in the corner, ready to do his Claymore kick. Randy.
Fucking hate this Wi-Fi.
Wendy. Randy is slowly getting up.
Over.
You serious? I didn't even get to see finish. Motherfucker.
Mine's is still going. Beautiful. Wow.
Damn it.
Zoe, should we call it for you or?
Go ahead and call it.
All right, Rick just stepped away. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton. I'm surprised they did this now.
Wow.
But Drew McIntyre missed a Claymore kick. And then.
Whoa!
Yep.
Holy shit! No, it's all right. This is the shock of the night.
I don't mind missing it, honey.
I don't mind missing it, honey.
Wow.
Yep.
14-time champion. Honestly, it was the best match of the night, and this was the shock of the night.
Yeah. Here we go. Also, Steve says Miz having Money in the Bank will probably be something that he can milk and stretch out for a bigger payday. Absolutely.
Yeah, especially now. Obviously,
He's a Roman Reigns knockoff.
Who's a Roman Reigns knockoff?
Yeah.
That he fought him 10
That's
Drew McIntyre.
that's Drew McIntyre. Wow, I
Yeah.
cannot believe.
McIntyre missed with the Claymore kick. Randy with an RKO. Got the 3
I
count.
I saw him hit the RKO. I didn't exactly see how it all played out because Jen just walked through the door.
He hit RKO and then 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
No, I saw the RKO, but I didn't see how it played. You know what happened before that. I just saw the replay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was a clean pin in the middle of the ring after that RKO. You know.
Wow.
Well, and again, Randy Orton, your WWE World's Heavyweight Champion, and you know what? Him and McIntyre put on a slow match, but it was, good. I still say the Sasha Bank. Yes, Steve. Orton has the strap now. He is a 14-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and the show is over for there. So, we saw Bailey lose her championship, and now we saw McIntyre lose his championship. So, there you go. That's pretty much it. All right. Um, this is HWR's coverage of Hell in a Cell. Let's give our final thoughts of the pay per view and an overall score: 1 to 5, 5 being the best, 1 being of course lousy. What's the best match? What was the worst match? Let's go to you, Zoe. Best match, worst match, and what's your overall rating?
Overall rating between 1 and 5, I would give it a 3. Best match to me, that's hard because I thought both the McIntyre and Sasha Banks and Bailey and all that, they actually did great. Worst match of the night, I'm probably gonna say was probably Miz versus Otis. And the show, entirely, to me, it was just too tame to be Hell in a Cell.
All right. Let's go to you, Lance. Best match, worst match, and your overall score?
Overall, I'm going to go with Zoe 3. Best match, Sasha and Bailey. Worst, probably the Battle of the Anoa'i.
All right. Interesting. Rick, let's go to you.
I guess I'm gonna have to give this. I'll say the 2.5 out of 5. Obviously, I also have to say the women's Hell in a Cell match definitely was the best out of 5. Quickly followed by the Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre Hell in a Cell. If you took, those pretty much are the only 2 ones that really made the show. Otherwise, it would have been a 0. Shock of the night, without question, was Randy Orton winning the title. I did not see that happening at all. So, but yeah, absolutely great match.
All right. I'm gonna give the same way too. I'm gonna at least go with 3. I did like the swerve with Tucker on Otis. I gotta say, best match was definitely the Bailey Banks match. Worst one, I gotta say, was the Hurt Business with the United States Championship. Which,
Oh my God, I forgot about that one.
yeah, with Bobby, Bobby Linkstreet or whatever, fucking Webster taking on Slapnuts, and it was just a horrible kibosh of thing right there. So I'm gonna say that was the bad match of the night. Seeing Randy walk away with the belt, pretty good match. Again, it wasn't extremely great, but that was it. So I think the next pay per view is going to be coming up will be AEW's, what is it, Full Metal or something, Rick?
Full Gear.
Full Gear. And the next WWE pay per view event, it is Survivor Series. So, first of all, we're gonna do our farewell pitches, and then we're gonna call it a night. Lance, tell everybody where they can find you and what's happening.
Well, you can find me at youtube.com/LanceMossTV every Tuesday night and some Saturday nights, depending on if Zoe's working or not. We go live Lance Moss TV and Friends or Lance Moss TV and Friends Weekend Edition, where we shoot the shit for like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours sometimes. But it's just us having some fun shooting the shit.
All right, let's go to you, Zoe. You're with Kentucky's Own Wrestling, and you also wrestle on the Independence. Tell everybody where to find you and what's going on.
Oh yeah, you guys can always find me on Facebook on the Zoe Nightshade page. I am with Kentucky's Own Wrestling, which makes its return to Shopville, Kentucky on November 21st at 7:30. I'm also part of GCW up in Jericho, Kentucky, or Jericho, Tennessee. Really haven't heard anything new as far as the show up there due to the COVID outbreak. Um, Other than that, you guys can always catch me on HWR as well.
All right, Rick, you are the boss of HWR. You run this whole shebang here. Tell everybody about it and what's going on.
Well, as we all know, every Friday night, the hardcore crew gets together. Sometimes, usually it's Joe. Lately, has been, picking up the ball and running for me. On the HWR chat room, we cover everything from tonight's Hell in a Cell. We do the latest news, rumors, and pretty much anything else that we feel like I shoot the shit about. Also in the HWR chat room, we can have get all the news and updates every Wednesday night. I also cover the AEW Dynamite, and I'm currently working on a Kenny Omega wallpaper.
All right. And as for me, everybody, you can find me on Skoldrin's Realm, where I do video game streams. And I usually play from anything from the old Atari 26 consoles up to current, from PC to console. So you want to definitely check me out at hashtag Skoldrin's Realm, which is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm also on Twitter at Skoldrin. So with that, I'm gonna say thanks for the hardcore crew for being on. Thanks everybody for participating tonight. Our coverage of WWE Hell in a Cell. You know what? Now they got to build up to Survivor Series. Let's see where this goes. So for us,